we're done. And then what Marc didn't realize as a kid was that the reason why his mom said we're done is because that was the end of the special. It was the last joke.
Why do we always cut it so close to the timer to talk about the most sus shit?
I mean, you know exactly why it is.
I know.
I'm trying to push the limits of what we're allowed to have on TV.
It's a good timing.
I mean, I have no rules for this, so but I am.
What's up, bitches?
Yeah, I am. I am happy to say.
Wow.
That we are live.
That's how we address our audience. Do we have a name for the fans of Raising NA, by the way?
Children.
We have fans?
I mean, we have...
Rats.
Cub, if you say that, you're disrespecting everyone that is showing up, at least in Twitch chat.
All right, that's fair. Actually, I don't have Twitch chat up this week either, so that's going to be something.
I gave you an iPad.
Maybe we aren't... I mean, the iPad has topics on it, personally. All right.
I mean, I can flame them from my phone.
We
do not.
He doesn't know the tech.
Devices
He doesn't get the tech. Yeah.
Well,
somehow I'm 2 years older than Matt, and he is the boomer of this house.
Dude, I didn't realize that Beatdown was born in '93.
You did just have to turn on the camera pressing on.
I am. But with that said,
that
guys,
was crazy.
We did somehow make it to episode 2 of Raising NA. We actually have more tech and.
Shit. Fuck you.
We have our first guest in Ian, also known as APA, Midnighter for Team NACL Challengers. Thank you so much for joining us, Ian.
Of course.
We went through 55 minutes of traffic to get here today.
Yeah, that was a long drive.
Was that, you got to go see some of LA? Mm-hmm. Have you gotten out a lot so far?
How is his audio, by the way? Can people hear him?
Yeah. What's it been like adapting so far?
I don't know. We should ask our lovely producer, Manny. Hey, Manny, mic check. Is Ian coming through?
Am I coming through? Fine.
Yeah, he's coming through. I'm going to raise him.
Good.
I'm going to raise some
Raising
North American volume.
Yeah.
That was bad. Yeah. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the only caster-themed, couch-themed podcast in North America.
True.
Only.
True.
Only one.
True.
Is live on Twitch Tuesday nights.
Also, you might notice that we've made some nice additions besides APA to the podcast. First off, the family photo. We had to throw you in for this episode, APA. So I hope that the spot, between these guys is nice and accurate, as this is actually anatomically correct for how we set up the podcast.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can confirm that according to the photo, Marc is in fact taller than Matt.
Oh God damn, I'll prove that wrong one day. Not today though. I'm kind of comfy and stuck on the couch here.
Water. Yes. Ian is 35 days too young.
Yes. Ian is 20.
We did do the math earlier.
Yeah, no, but I mean, I'm glad that we got you in, and I mean, I think one of the big things for this offseason was just good to have you in Challengers, because we have all seen you grind very hard behind the scenes, and for me, like, it was always like, dude, this guy plays so many games, like, he's won a lot, but he's just been that close every single time, and you finally broke it this offseason. I was really happy for you. Yeah, it was a big congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was definitely a little stressful and like annoying beforehand, like in previous years when I'm like this close, like I have an offer that's like, hey, we're considering you, and then like that, like I'm just either ghosted or hey, we're going to somebody else, and it's like
Drop names.
Expose them here live.
No, but like, I mean,
NA.
your off season, like, you knew very early on, like, you were going to be just fine. So what was your off season like this time around? Like you don't have to obviously like go into like too many details, but like you had multiple offers. Like you were pretty confident, like you're going to be out here like going pro. So like when did you kind of realize like, all right, this is happening?
I think like literally halfway through the semester at Maryville, I was taking 8-week courses. Like two classes in the first like half, 2 classes in the second half, and I literally just like halfway through of the first one, I just dropped the next set.
You knew?
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't officially have an offer yet, but I've done extremely well at all these tryouts. I've been talking with these teams like pretty consistently. I've been showing the VODs and stuff, and like the question we had at Maryville, the guys were asking me was, which team, like, do you know for sure? Like, why are you dropping your classes this early? I'm like, I don't know exactly, but I know I'm gonna get at least one.
Yeah.
Gotta jump in real fast, APA. Make sure you bring your mic a little closer to your face, so the lovely people in Twitch.
Yeah, we're gonna introduce you here to Caster Life with the mics. Good
sure,
times.
Yeah.
All right,
It
cool.
might be worth it to actually twist that around, because then.
Bam.
Oh wait.
Now this is content right here.
Mark, you can leave his head alone.
Placement is very.
I appreciate it, Raafaa.
No.
Figure out a better solution.
Mark, Raafaa, reach around.
I'm just trying to help. I'm just trying to help, guys.
He's a good friend. Thank you, Raafaa.
Look, I see your suggestions in
parents are
chat, and I
watching
will
this
let you
too.
know that at least one of them will be taken at some
This is not
point.
the friendship I was trying to make.
So, a part of this podcast, we'd like to talk about NACL and LCS. We'll get to that. But we also like to try and talk about, like what's going on in life here. So what has LA been like for you so far? I know like this is technically an off day for you, as you just had 2 match days this week that you guys just wrapped up. And usually
Saturday.
Usually like the one that you don't play, it's a scrim for everyone else.
Yep.
So there's a lot of people scrimming. But like, have you been able to like get out and around? Like, have you like had fun, like any team dinners, any stuff like that?
So this is our second off day
Yeah.
that we've had so far. And yesterday
You got
Touching his tip.
night,
I'm trying to help.
we had our first team outing to go to a taco place. I think it was
Nice.
called Taco Delta.
Nice.
Before you go further, so you can arch it back.
What the
Because this needs to just point directly at your mouth.
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark.
This has gotten
Can you say
very,
I am
that
just
closer to your own
helping.
microphone?
This has gotten very awkward, but I
Yeah,
kind of like
we've,
it.
He is underage.
Oh my god.
Stop!
That's where we draw the line. No. So Del Taco with teammates.
Taco Delta.
Taco Delta.
Yeah.
How did the tacos rate compared to what you were able to get in Maryville?
Well, Maryville food was shit.
Damn. Clerky's back at home like, come on, Ian.
Hey, he can't control it. He might agree. Who knows?
The cafeteria food is not the best. So definitely
And now you have a private chef.
TL private chef. That's awesome.
Yeah. Shout out to them.
Are you on the burger train with Bradley and Mir?
Yes.
Nice. Okay,
Oh,
okay,
big
okay.
time.
So we have 2 meals provided to us throughout the day, and the third meal, which is 9, 10 a.m. or p.m. We frequent burger joints generally
Nice.
Have you gone to Hi-Ho yet?
multiple times.
Yes. Okay. That was the place. The first time we came out here, Spawn was like, "We got to go here." Everyone will say Umami Burger is better, but it's this spot, and I've had both, and he is correct.
All right, we're getting a question from chat real quick. What is your favorite boba drink?
I don't drink boba, so
Based.
yeah.
Super based.
All right, no. Matt, you can't just say based because you literally had
liked
matcha
boba.
this morning.
I didn't have matcha this morning. I had a coffee this morning. Thank you very
And then
much.
you had a bit of matcha boba.
I did. That was the last time I got boba. It was good. But
And
Manny,
you were like,
not a fan
wow,
of
I
boba
would
as
have
well.
that again. And you're even like, hey,
I don't know
we should
how
go
people
out
can
for
be
boba
like
next
upset
time.
with boba
Like,
because boba is such a large category of things.
I'm just not the biggest fan of it.
I mean, but it's
see,
like, is it like
you're
the?
being honest. I understand that.
Yeah.
Matt's a capper.
I mean, there's I understand
50%
not
Capra.
liking the tapioca or the jelly, right? But boba is not just that. You can go get boba without the tapioca or the jelly. It's just do you just not like tea or juice or
No,
fruit?
I enjoy tea.
Yeah, it's just
generally the only boba I've seen has been with the tapioca. And I'm
Yeah.
just, not the biggest fan of that.
Do you not like the texture of it?
No, I
Yes.
don't like the texture.
That's where I'm at. That's where I'm
totally
at.
fine. But it's just but boba is so much larger than just the jellies and the tapioca,
Well, yeah, but then at that point you're just having tea.
True.
All right.
Super based. All right. So APA, I know I keyed you in on this one. We have a few things that are gonna be fun that we know about that Manny helped us set up. That's gonna be a lot of fun when we reveal to you. You know about this one. I will not make you start, as we will go down the line here and finish with Manny.
Or doing
Most
LA thing.
LA thing that happened to you this week. All right, because at this podcast, we somewhat despise LA. It's a love-hate relationship. We love the people of LA. We love our jobs. We just hate LA as a city. It has no public transit, no infrastructure. It literally rained. People canceled plans, which I think is weak, but also I can see why now.
There's a call out in that sentence.
No, there is not.
There is
It is just what it is, because we drove through the rain and almost died.
We did not almost die. I'm a
drove
better
through the
driver
rain
than
a
that.
couple weeks
That's
ago and
true.
got lucky.
But, Raafaa, what was the most LA thing that happened to you this week?
Why am I starting again?
Because
You're on
I
the
said
right.
we're going down the line.
Yeah, that means you.
Oh, okay, we'll start with me.
Yeah.
I have a good one. I didn't tell APA this one, but it's kind of scuffed. All right. So we've been ordering packages to the house to get stuff, right? So, huh?
No, weirder.
Oh.
You're close.
Way weirder.
You're close. It is way weirder. All right. So I got a pillow, right? I needed another pillow, and we needed the bonus one in case like we have guest over or whatever, like air mattress needed a pillow. So ordered the pillow, got it, open box, threw it out, all good, right? Week and a half later, so this past, what was it? It was Saturday. No, it was Friday because it was before broadcast day. I get the same box that I got this pillow in. I was like, did I order a second pillow? Like, did they fuck up, like what they sent me? Like, is it, like, on them? So I get the box, got my name on it, addressed to me. I look at the box, and the seal is broken. So, like, open it up. And I'm like...
That's weird.
Okay. Yeah. And I open it up, and it is literally packed with folded clothes that were likely from the street because they were fucking disgusting.
Oh, I did not notice that. There was a pretty sick Darth Vader set of pajamas.
Yes, there were Darth Vader pajama pants within this box, but literally the box that I threw out, someone repurposed it to like pack their shitty clothes in, and it ended up back at my door, and I opened it, and it just had like a bunch of like dandruff and like bullshit, like dirt. There was stones in there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, it was. I was like, what in the actual fuck? Like, because I opened it with you guys. Like, we were like all in the kitchen.
Yeah, no, I brought it in because it was next to our mailbox. And I was like,
hey, this is for you.
This is for Matt.
And it was just a shitty package that I threw out and made it back to my door. So that was the most LA thing that happened to me this week.
All right, well, I guess I can go next. Mine is nowhere near as interesting as that.
Yeah, that was kind of scuffed.
Yeah, that was definitely weird. Nothing as bad as last week's story for everybody who was watching.
That's why the intro went 35 minutes.
Yeah,
but it was kind of worth it.
So probably the most LA thing that happened to me this week was I was going to go play. This is going to be a surprise to everybody. I was going to go play Warhammer with Jordan, Steven, Mazel.
Happy birthday, Jordan.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Happy birthday, Jordan. Dr.
Happy birthday,
Respawn.
Doc.
Anyway, we go to this place on Santa Monica Boulevard, and there's a parking lot behind it on Colorado Street. And Jordan is just like, hey, let's go there. Just park there. It's $1 per hour for up to 4 hours. So we get there. First thing that happens, half the parking lot is for 4 hours. The other half is for only 2 hours. And there's a whole row that's like, this is 1 hour parking. Okay. So we go there, and so I first park. Like, oh, I can't park here. I'm going to be here for more than 2 hours. Go to the other side of the parking lot. And then when I go out to the front, the pay station doesn't work. So I have to download an app. And that's not the part that's super LA. The part that's super LA is when Lennon and Steve get there, they pull out their phones and they're like, oh, can I use the app to pay here? And I'm like, yeah. They pull up the wrong app. And I'm like, oh, no, not that one. The other LA parking app. And it's like, oh, okay. They pull up another LA parking app. Oh, it's not that one either.
Why are there so many?
That's it. That's probably the most LA thing that happened to me this week.
Yeah.
There's 3 LA parking apps. Nice.
3 LA parking apps.
All right.
At least 3.
Let's hear it, Ian. What do you got?
So it's not this week because honestly, I don't go out much. I play a lot of League.
Nice. He does his job, works hard. Let's go.
But so like the first few days I was here, I went to the grocery store, and this is the first time I ever had to pay for like plastic bags for my groceries. I've never been in a place I just had to pay for bags. And when the lady that was bagging my groceries, she asked me, I was like stun locked for a couple of seconds. I was like, what did you ask? Like, you asked how many bags I want to purchase? I was just so confused.
Dude, that question like Cassante ulted you.
Yeah, I was through the biggest wall possible. I was just so confused for a good amount of time.
Welcome to the West Coast.
And not only that, it's like 60 cents if you get, they charge you an extra 60 cents if you get alcohol in a bottle, which is also a weird charge. But it's like, yeah, anyway, always scuffed. Raafaa,
Our gas
up?
prices are also crazy
So
because of taxes.
Just to clarify, is most LA thing only like negative things, or can it be positive?
No, it can be
good
positive. I mean,
Just anything LA related.
anything that I deem funny. But if it's wholesome,
Ideally, something that you would not likely have experienced.
encountered
back
in
home.
another city, good or bad, we'll do that.
All right. Well.
Anything I deem funny.
You're the arbiter of fun.
Okay. Well. All right.
I don't know if I like that criteria.
The thing that I was thinking of probably doesn't fit it then, because
No, what is it? What's the wholesome thing?
no.
Do the good thing. Come on, we've been shitting on LA the entire time, and Manny's gonna shit on it again too. So
Okay, well, let me just tell the first one because it fits the funny thing, and I'll get into the wholesome one. The most LA thing was I kind of did the LA thing by kind of being an asshole in a parking lot. We went to Pavilion the other day.
Oh, this is great.
I was just trying to find parking within the Pavilion's parking lot, and then I wanted to turn around the corner and go like the one way that makes you do the loop until you find like a parking spot. And then so there was a car that had also turned towards in my direction, and we're just kind of in this standstill, like, fuck, like either he needs to back out or they need to back out or I need to back out so that I can let them go, and then I go after, right? But I just didn't know what to do. I'm like, dude, I just want to go this way, just like, because in my head, it looked like I was further encroached. Like, okay, I went first, you should back up. So then I'm like, all right, he's not moving, I'm just going to back up. And then I realized to my left, there was actually an open parking spot. And I was like,
there's
I can take this
there's an important
detail that makes this way better, Ian.
Well, you guys should tell it because I didn't see it. So in my mind, I'm like, oh, this parking spot.
Was it handicapped?
No.
No.
No. Thankfully, it wasn't that. Otherwise, that's low-key illegal. But
not if you don't get fined.
Then the next thing I hear is Matt and Josh just burst out laughing. Like they are dying, and they just go, oh, that dude's pissed. That dude's pissed. I'm like, huh? And now this is where
Okay. Now, the important part that I think you left out is that you were going the wrong direction on the one-way
It was
street.
angled parking spots, and you were going down the wrong direction.
Yeah.
And you 3-point turn to like jack this guy's spot that was going the right direction.
I had no idea this guy was actually going for the parking spot. I thought he was just trying to leave.
Raafaa actually like big dicked LCS caster this parking spot.
Yeah, Kelsey said to give him an ego. He's been taking that way too seriously.
Let's go. Yeah, that was funny. All right, what's the wholesome thing?
The wholesome thing is I went to visit Flowers' place, and we just were hanging out with a few other people. And on my way there, the Uber driver who picked me up, I noticed he was like playing like salsa music. So I was like, oh, I recognize this artist. And then I said it in Spanish, even though like when I first got in, we had just greeted each other in English. And then I confidently started talking in Spanish because I was like, okay, like he should speak Spanish. Like no one really listens to salsa music, unless you're also Latino. I mean, not saying that Westerners or foreigners cannot enjoy salsa music.
I'm saying it.
I was confident. Anyway, so he responded back and we started having a conversation, and I started telling him or just asking each other like our life story. And I told him that, hey, yeah, I'm Peruvian. He was a guy from Honduras, and he had just worked his butt off to get to the United States and everything, and he was raising his son who was like 16, who was super into video games. And I was like, oh, like what video game? And he's like, well, he really likes Apex. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Well, I am in the video game industry. I commentated, and I commentate professional leagues. And he's like, wait, my son like watches like a professional league. So I'm assuming he watches probably like the Apex Pro Circuit or something, right? And I'm like, yeah, I commentate that, but for a different game. And so I told him how I got to point A to point B and everything, and that my dad was super supportive. And he was just like, like my son is also super passionate about it. And sometimes I don't understand it, but he just is so happy when he spends all this time on it. And I'm like,
I'm an LCS caster now. that was
and I told him like I wouldn't have gotten here. There's a ton of people that supported me, and I met obviously most of them are here on this couch with me as well, and I'm grateful for all of you. But
proud of you, Ian.
My dad is also someone that understood and supported me a lot because he let me live with him while not pursuing school or a job.
Yeah,
just doing this.
So real quick before we get Manny's most LA thing of the week, do you want to talk about how you actually were the first one of us to meet APA and like how?
Yeah,
that's actually like kind of if you give like the abridged version of that, it's actually kind of a cool story.
I first.
It was what, 2018?
Yeah, like late 2018. You were just a solo queue. You were still in the ASOL Talia pled 3-trick phase, and you were just kind of bouncing around, filling in as a substitute for amateur teams. I think the first time I saw you was on Fruition Esports.
Yes.
So
yeah, Fruition.
Yeah, you were filling in, and you just busted out ASOL, and you shit on some other amateur team, and I was like, oh my god, who plays ASOL, dude? Like, that's crazy. And so I would just like keep in contact, or just like try to keep a way to keep in touch with you. And then I ran a amateur event called Rex Rivals. Joshi was casting it, Deserux was casting it, Cage and Rage was also casting it. And basically the premise for this amateur event was I wanted to invite primarily solo queue players, or players that were not on teams, to give them the opportunity to meet other solo queue players in hopes that they would like form a team or like make connections and get their start somewhere in the space. And I remember I reached out to Ian to do this tournament. And at some point, a player reached out to me and said, hey, I just played with APA in solo queue, and he was being kind of toxic and a dickhead. You should not have him in the tournament because he's going to make everyone else feel uncomfortable. I was like, so I like brought it to you. And I first said, dude, people don't want to play with you. Like, I might have to take you out of the tournament. And you were very polite, and you asked me, hey, listen, like, I fucked up, but I really want to be in this tournament.
Yeah.
Can you please give me a second chance? And I said, all right, sure. So but as soon as, like, you do anything, I will have to take you out. But APA, I think, was, like, the second best mid of that tournament. Robbie Bob was the first.
Robbie Bob was there. That's the only other mid I remember.
Yeah.
Was that Z era of Robbie Bob?
Yeah, he was playing a lot of.
Probably.
Judos or volleyball era. That's the only era.
Oh yeah, because there's a game where Robbie Bob played Silas, took the old volley bear ulti, and just like electrocuted everyone.
Oh my god.
But from what I saw, APA had a good time, and
It was fun.
Kenvy was in that event, no?
No,
Okay, he was in the Discord.
no. Other people were like Kitsuo,
I don't really recall.
Avano, collegiate mid laner now. There's a few other people. I would have to go back and check. But I know afterwards, at some point, who got you onto Lotus Bloom or Lotus Esports? One of the two.
I honestly don't recall.
Yeah. I just know
That's a
that
while
there was
back.
another player that played with you in that tournament, and then coincidentally, you both end up playing on that Lotus roster. And that was, I remember, I think, your first official esports team that you weren't subbing for.
Yeah.
So that's just like we've known each other since like 2019, late 2018, early 2019. And so just watching Ian take every opportunity that he can get and get better and better and better and flesh out his champion pool. I mean, I think
That was 5 years ago. God damn.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Your mom says 2018. You were 16 at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
She's in chat, by the way.
We do need
Sorry.
we do need Manny's most LA thing. Producer Manny, what was the most LA thing that happened this week?
Yeah, sorry to derail this this like super heartfelt.
I was the one that derailed it. I asked for the short version and I was given 5 minutes. Good job, Raafaa.
I had this past
Could've
week. I
been
had
10.
my day derailed.
Could've been your shower.
4:30 in the morning because if you remember, my LA thing last week was that our crazy neighbors moved out, right? So we had new neighbors move in this week, and they brought a U-Haul into our tiny driveway. And now the way our house is structured, right? It's like a duplex townhome thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a overhang basically where you can drive your cars under and park next to the garage.
Yeah.
So they, for some reason, decided to back the U-Haul underneath that thing, which doesn't make sense.
Did it cut the roof open? Did the truck get can openered?
I will get to that.
Okay.
So it doesn't make sense to begin with because it would make it harder to move things into the house because the butt end of it that opens is not it's not pointing towards the front door. You have to like squeeze between that and the house. So from the beginning, I didn't really understand why they did that, right? So they moved this U-Haul in before, and to their credit, they did their homework. It just barely fit underneath the overhang.
Okay.
What it didn't just barely fit underneath was the fire sprinkler that is also under that.
Oh no.
So at 4:30 in the morning, I am awoken by what sounds like a waterfall just like exploding like all around. Like, what on earth is going on? Like, what is this? So all my friends get up too because it's like absolutely ear-splittingly loud, right? And they knocked the fire, like the fire sprinkler thing, like it went straight off, and it was just gushing water, like fire hose levels of water.
That water is the most disgusting water you've ever imagined as well, right? Like those fire sprinklers, they just have that water sit there for as long as the building is there until they go off.
Yeah, and
That's
those
tough.
guys were drenched in it.
Oh God.
It was bad. Like it was like a
also drenched.
toxic waste thing. Yeah, the truck, like whatever stuff they were bringing in, like I don't want to think about it. But the fire department had to come and like shut it off. And yeah, that was the most LA thing that happened to me this week.
All right, that's pretty LA. Also, if no one has ever seen this, you can go on YouTube and it's really entertaining content to watch. Just a montage of trucks getting can openered. So like the top of the truck gets like opened like by like they like can't like fit under a bridge. It's so freaking entertaining.
I've seen those. They're pretty good.
Yes, great content. All right, speaking of great content, APA.
Segue.
There were some things that we mentioned for you to prep for the podcast, like how we were going to talk about NACL.
All right.
And the most LA thing. There were also some surprises that we had for you,
Yes.
which are going to be a lot of fun. The first one of which Manny has prepped for us. And Manny, since you did the heavy lifting, I'm going to let you intro this topic.
Right. So, do you want me to start with?
Whatever's on the topic list first. You know what we're starting.
I know what
Oh,
we're doing,
boy.
but I mean, there's two assets for this. There's the graph, and then there's the other thing. Which one would
Start with the graph.
We should start with the graph.
Okay.
So
Graph.
APA.
Wait, shouldn't we?
No.
Too late.
Okay.
APA, we know that you have a history of wrestling. Okay? So we decided to go in and grab some of your friends, teammates, now, later, or maybe rivals.
All right.
And we're going to ask, if you guys were to wrestle, where would you put them
Doesn't have to be wrestling.
on this graph? Or fight, yes.
Yeah, you two are fighting
All right.
to the death.
I mean, I don't know if we want to do to the death.
To the death.
I like a lot of the people that we have on this list, but
It's hypothetical. That's why it's to the death. You know?
I mean, we actually might be able to find out with Kangas later. I'm just throwing that out there. But
Is he coming over?
yes,
Shit.
yeah, no, someone might have to actually go grab him outside. Anyway, if you were to fight these individuals, you can start with whoever you want. You
Yeah.
got to place them on the graph. Just where you're going to place them and why.
Give us
all
a
right?
name and then
right.
and then where.
Yeah, some
I'll start
instructions
with
for Manny.
Spyrax, who's the top right.
Okay, Spyrax. So we got Dejal.
Jalal.
Jalal, yes, thank you.
Firstly, I don't want to fight him.
Okay.
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 How far is it? Like
Jalal's
halfway?
great. Like all the way. At
All the way
bottom.
down at the bottom.
All the way at the
Okay,
bottom.
Okay.
Jalal is great,
Okay.
but I would kick his ass.
All
Talking
right.
like halfway, all the way.
I don't think it'd be close.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. Looking forward for APA versus Spyrax. Now,
All right.
before you pick a couple individuals on here, I would like to remind you that Perry is a black belt. All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's why we put Perry on here.
Before we get into the next one, just when is the FlyQuest Challenger TL Challenger match?
We haven't looked. Do you know?
I've.
You might know.
This is very important now. We need to screenshot this and be like, hey, we need to tweet this. Like, well, Ian doesn't want to fight you, but he is very confident
But-
that he would kick your ass.
But-
So, yeah. Now we need
All right. Next one has to be Nate or the
Odd Orange, yes,
Top
of
left.
course,
okay.
of course.
Got him.
One of the buff bros.
All right.
Whose name?
We had a lot of arguments at Maryville, so I put him at like the middle. And I wanted to fight him. Like, it's not on site, but
All right.
Site.
We've exchanged comments at each other,
As bros and teammates do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
especially at the earlier stage of when I just got to Maryville.
Oh, you had to re-dig up some of the Supernova beef?
Oh,
Well, no. It was like the first few months at Maryville.
yeah.
We're not like we didn't hate each other.
No.
Yeah, we didn't hate each other.
No.
But we butted heads a lot about especially how to play the game.
My favorite is that you guys would like just go through periods where you just had each other blocked on like Twitter or League or something. It'd be like, yeah, no, he's like I don't know like what he's doing. We blocked each other right now. It's like what?
No.
He's like, yeah.
I want before
it was like
you go too
it was
far.
a casual thing.
On
It's very funny.
the left or right. I want you to know that in chat he says, "I would all caps destroy you."
Okay, Nate. We wrestled a lot at Maryville. You did not beat me a single time.
So what I'm hearing is all the way over here. Then.
But Nate is very big.
He's a big dude.
He has been going to the gym a lot.
Yeah.
And he's been looking very big on Twitter.
Okay.
Good for you, Nate.
So
where are we putting that?
I think personally I would win, but it would be very close.
So like here,
And then halfway up.
Oh, okay.
like here, halfway up, or
Halfway up, yeah.
Oh, so
No, towards
Up
fight.
on I went to fight.
okay, yeah. Now he wants to make this happen. Now that Nate,
But
now that
okay,
Nate's
okay,
blocked.
okay.
A little bit closer to the left.
All right. Yeah.
All right. That
There
seems
you go,
fair.
there
All
you
right.
go.
perfect.
Okay. I haven't met the IMT guys. I haven't met Wixie or Chad Jungle, so I don't know actually.
Oh no.
Wixie's a kind of small guy. Chad's a big guy though.
Like, I haven't met Kangas. I haven't met Harry.
You'd have
Kangas is
Chad.
a
you'd have
Kangas is
Wixie and
about-
Shad on height, but you know.
Yeah, Kangas is a little bit taller than me, and I think weighs about 140, 150, somewhere in there.
Yeah, but
I
he's
would
also
probably
very
be scared
lean.
of Kangas though.
Okay.
Yeah, he's pretty lean.
Yeah.
He just arm wrestled like that weight he's got. He just got it to hit like 155
Yeah.
in grip strength.
Yeah.
Kangas says right now,
pretty
I'm on
impressive.
my way over. Y'all better be careful.
Yeah, I think I'd be scared of Kangas.
Okay,
All right.
But where would he on like how much
Yeah,
you want to fight this guy?
where are we at on the chart?
Okay, I definitely don't want to fight him.
Okay.
I've not had bad interactions with Kangas.
Nice guy. Friend of the program.
Nice, good guy.
We'll have him on one of these days.
I would say a similar spot to where like the Odd Orange is.
Okay.
Where I don't think he would shit on me, but I also don't think it would be I don't think I'd be favored to win.
Okay.
All right. There you
That
go, there you
seems
go.
fair. All right.
Yeah, that's a good spot.
I like how you're avoiding the people in your org too. That's good.
We will
That's
get
good.
to them. We will
yeah,
get to them.
we're gonna have to get to them.
We have to go to Philip next.
All right, Philip,
Philip.
the goat.
Philip's also probably in the same exact spot as Jalal. So I met Philip at the LCS finals in Chicago
Yeah.
last year. And I mean, I just love Philip as a person. I've
Dude,
known him
he's
for so long,
he's the nicest and funniest
Yeah.
kid. Yeah.
but he's also very small.
Yes.
He is very small.
Yes.
I could probably take him.
Philip might be the person I would want to fight the least.
Yeah.
He doesn't give off fighter vibes.
He's very bottom right.
Yes.
Like as far as you can put him.
Yes. Okay. I like this.
Are you calling him a bottom?
No.
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 I heard.
No.
Wouldn't know.
All right. I guess we can go Harry next.
Okay.
Big Haz.
I don't want to fight him. You know, every interaction I've had with him at TL has been nice.
Oh, he's a great
He's a nice
guy.
guy.
He's a very nice guy.
Like we've talked a little bit about certain things. And
Good.
then we warm up the LCS team pretty often.
Yeah.
So like we'll just type each other on the TR client.
Yeah.
He's one of the. I think he's the biggest person on the LCS team, actually.
Yeah. Actually, I think you might be right because he's bigger than Yawn.
I've not like actively sized them up, but I think he actually is the biggest.
How big is Summit? I actually don't know what it looks like.
He's a little shorter than me. And fun fact, I know this because he got lost in the LCS studio earlier this weekend and followed me into the control room. So we're recording his appearance on broadcast because clearly he wants to be involved.
Nice.
Big Haz just caught a stray out here.
I don't actually know his background, so it's hard for me to comment.
From what I've talked to him,
Just,
it doesn't sound like he's ever done.
This
like,
is
any
this is a
martial
gut
arts.
reaction. You know, it's a gut reaction.
A gut reaction,
Yeah.
I think I'd be slightly favored to win, but I would not want to fight him.
All right. Okay.
And Let's go Wixie next.
Okay. Michael
up, Wixie?
Hernandez.
I'll be honest, all of these guys but Nate are going to be at the bottom.
Really?
I don't really want to fight any of them.
Oh, even Jake?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I'm
I-
really curious
I don't
where
wanna
you
fight any
put
of
Jake. There's a couple facts about Jake that we're gonna leave out if you don't know them.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
What one of my favorite parts about you and Nate
wait,
is
I
that you guys
misunderstood.
just had like
the bottom. I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't
I
want to
thought
fight.
I thought you had said you would kick Jake's ass.
no. My favorite thing about this though is that like I always like you and Nate always had like the friendly beef as teammates. I just found that the funniest shit. Because when I was like playing back in collegiate, like I just like beef my friends. We just find shit to beef over.
I mean, I love Nate. Me and him talk pretty often still.
Yeah, no, he's a good dude.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't met Wixie in person, and I don't know like if he ever did anything like martial arts background. So
I actually don't either.
Not that I
it's
know.
so hard for me to gauge because I don't know how big he is.
You're much better. He's like he's shorter than Josh. And
Really? I
probably
thought he was
similar
kind of
size.
tall.
No.
I thought he was like 5'10".
Okay, maybe. I'm taller than him.
Okay,
I'd
I'm
put him
5'8".
in, like-
So.
I went on a hike with him. Actually, no, I'd say he's like 5'9", 5'10", yeah.
All right.
I don't know if I put him in like Philip Spyrex tier because those guys are just small.
Yeah. Is he to the left or to the right of Harry?
It's probably to the right.
All right, I respect that. All right,
All
what about Chad Maximilian? Friend
Are
of
you
the
sure you don't want to fight him? He seems very fightable. Like I love the dude, but I still think I would want to fight him.
Who, Wixie?
No, Chad.
I've not really ever had beef with Chad.
But he's very fightable, you know.
He wants. I feel like Chad
Or who do
wants
you
to
wanna
fight. Chad just wants to fight.
Yeah,
That's
Chad
his,
wants to fight.
That's his gameplay. That's his Twitter.
Dude, I mean, I also don't like. This is so hard because I don't know how big these people are. Like, for Philip or Spyrox or Orange, like I know how big these people are, so it's like I can.
Yeah, Chad's about my height. Chad's about my height.
Chad's got big arms. He could whomp you, maybe.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
APA's got
Chad's a big guy, but I don't know how in shape he is.
APA's got the wrestling background.
So
Use that
at
to your
Maryville,
advantage.
I did like. There was a guy in the friend group called Drew. I don't know if you ever seen him in Twitch chat, like Drucifer.
Okay, yeah.
And he's a bigger guy. And off sheer size, it's very hard to wrestle bigger guys.
True.
Got it.
So, firstly, I don't want to fight him at all. Like, put him all the way at the bottom.
I'll put him over Cubby.
Oh, he's in the podcast. What's up, Chad?
I'm starting to run into space issues with this. I might have to start shrinking some people's
That's
heads.
fine.
Nah, it's
I
okay.
think
It's okay.
Covering you guys.
I don't think he would outright win. I think it's like in similar like Kangas tier, you know.
Kangas tier.
Let's put
But
it.
I don't know if I'm
Just barely
actually
peeking
favorite.
out
I
over
want
the.
people. I need people to be able to read the words. That's the problem. So he's just gonna be peeking in.
I love how Chad's just like barely peeking
Yeah.
over.
Because it's like
Chad's like, I'm gonna take your fucking Raptors. Your Raptors are mine. God damn it.
we'll go Teal Guy's lasso. Go Perry next.
Perry's a black belt and can put his leg behind his head.
Yeah.
You have
Very
size.
useful.
Well, the
in
thing is,
wrestling.
though, is Perry looks small,
Yeah, you have size on him.
so it's like I know he has background, but from what I've learned at wrestling, weight
It's
does
kung
matter a
fu.
lot.
It's
True.
kung fu.
Yeah, it's kung fu.
It's impressive. Whenever he puts his leg behind his head, I kind of squeam a bit, but also I'm very impressed.
Like whenever you would wrestle up weight classes,
It's hard.
it's
hard.
Fucking
Yeah, and there's a reason there are weight classes in
Yeah.
every fighting sport.
So like, I would put myself favored, just purely for the fact that I'm like probably a lot bigger than him.
All right. I respect that.
But I also don't want to fight him at all. So get him all the way down there.
I'm running out of space real estate here. He can be peeking up between
Yeah.
Harry and Wixie.
We'll go Kim down next.
All right.
Let's go, Ethan Song.
Don't want to fight him. Don't fight him at all. I love Ethan. Great teammate.
Could you do the impression again? Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
No. Save for later. Yeah, save for later.
I think put him in like Wixie tier.
All right.
He's not as small as like Philip or Spyrex, but I still think I have size on him.
Okay.
I gotta find a better way to.
No, this is perfect.
I like this. We have just a nice amalgamation of folks.
Actually, I'll put
Going
We're changing
next
the
to
order.
I
Spawn.
love Spyrex, but I'll put.
So low key, I'm a little bit scared of Spawn because from what I've gathered from knowing like Australians, they're tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
know he also like did stuff when he was younger.
Yeah.
What was it? Third Dan?
Fighting background.
Third Dan
Yeah, he
black
was
belt.
fighting background.
Fighting
BJJ?
background. Yeah. Fighting background.
So I would be scared to fight him.
Yeah, there's a third axis.
And?
There's a third axis.
Yeah, that's about right. He's like, I think I'm slightly bigger than him, but he's like similar size to me.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know.
He might put you in a stranglehold. You don't even
Yeah.
know what he's doing.
Hey, that's good. That's good.
Australians are fucking
So
scary.
this is the fun bit. I'm gonna get rid of the picture-in-picture for your screenshotting pleasure for Twitch chat.
Thank you.
And
Excellent.
Come back. But yeah, that is the list.
All right.
Could
was
you give
fun.
me an example of somebody who is at the like top
Scary
of
Jerry.
this? Scary Jerry? Oh shit.
Jerry.
Scary Jerry.
He's in the
Scary
chat.
Jerry.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. The last thing he said, facts. IB, AP, every time in wrestling though,
Cope.
no cap.
Not a single time.
I'm saying, that's just what he said. I'm just don't
Scary
shoot the
Jerry would
don't
be
shoot the
all the way
messenger.
at the top, by the way. Like the other one's just like halfway there.
What about Winter? Winter wants to fight you.
Winter's chill. I like Winter. Winter would be at the bottom.
Fan.
Jerry
I
though?
met
No.
Winter at it was Kansas City, like Unified Land.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I met. That was like first time I ever met Winter. It was last year. It was dope.
Fanatic asks, what about Fanatic and Jackson?
Oh, Fan would be at the top.
Fighting Gabe.
Oh, I should have put Array on here. That's my bad. We stuck with 10, but Array would have been a good one.
I wouldn't want to fight Ray.
Yeah, Ray's pretty
Generally-
tall, man. Jackson's a big dude.
Yeah, he's big, but also like whenever we don't argue at each other, we argue with Fan. Like in our group chat, the entire time, it's always two of us just going at the next one person, whoever it isn't, giving them shit over like.
There's
the
3
dumbest
people in the
thing
chat, and someone's always getting ganged up
Yeah.
on. Oh, that's
It would be
a
like
great.
the smallest thing ever.
I feel
I'm
like we
sure-
should take some notes to implement this like into the house. You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm
We'll have
sure
to make
if
sure
I
we
check my
rotate
phone,
who's
the
the-
group
who's the
chat
two.
that us 3 are in, like there's pictures of me and they're just flaming me right now.
This isn't our only wrestling-related asset.
It's not.
not.
Oh god.
I believe that we have another
Okay,
segment
sorry,
coming up.
one more person, and then we can move on.
I
RBM.
swear that we're
shit on
working.
Peyton.
I swear that we are working on towards NACL. All right, but I believe that we do have
Is this
one
not NACL?
one segment coming up, which Manny, I will let you cue it up again.
Well, we have a wrestling image.
We do.
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe this.
Yeah. Wait.
Those are me from like middle school, by the way.
Yeah. Wait. You're victorious too. Let's go.
Yeah, I was a good wrestler, honestly.
Yeah. So yeah, this did inspire a bit the why would you fight this, but
I was also like significantly smaller.
yeah, I mean we all were back.
Shout out to Stacy for the pictures.
Yes. Thank you for the help. That was kind of a fun way to put the cap on things. But before we get into the clips and our NACL Star of the Week, we do have one more segment. APA,
Yo.
you're good at Twitter. I'll give you this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Twitter-
I like your tweets. You have a lot of good content on there. You've even impressed, the likes of Vigar V2 with some of your midnight stuff. But there are some tweets in there that we just wanted to go over and kind of ask,
Okay.
Here's one.
how did this
tweet a
come to
lot.
be, or why did you tweet this? So the first of which,
This picture is so great. by
it
the
is
way.
so good. This was our promo image, which I did a fantastic Photoshop on. What is the story though behind this tweet?
So, the water in our apartments in Maryville
Yeah.
tasted bad.
Okay. So bad tap water.
And
We-
originally, so I lived with 3 other people. It was Niles, me, Kind Jong will get back.
Okay.
And Niles bought a filter, and it broke. So we asked Shipley, who we kind of asked Shipley like everything,
Yeah.
everything involving the lab because there's water jugs there. If we could just take them back, like take one back with us, just for water.
Yeah.
And that's like, every like week or 2 weeks, however long it'd take us to drink that, we just carry one back and bring the empty one.
Just hillbilly Gragas it up.
Yeah. And that's like 35, 40 pounds of water.
Yeah.
So and it's like a decent truck.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're just leaving the lab. actual water bottle is filled in my left hand,
Yeah.
and then it's
Just a big
Throw it
old
over the
jug.
right hand.
Kind Jungle would like
like
to point out that you are wearing the same shirt in both photos.
Yeah, I am.
And right now.
Wait, that's crazy.
Let's go.
I like this.
It's comfy, man. Yeah, it's a comfy sweater. All right. So that's not the only one, Manny.
We got another
All
one.
right, this was a banger. I loved it. You were correct in this tweet.
Somebody necroed it like 2 days ago.
Yeah, this is a great tweet.
Okay, so what I actually figured out was that Twitter's dumb.
Yes.
There are certain things that you tweet that I tweet every few months
Yep.
that'll always just this didn't bang, but like before it's banged.
This banged for me.
So I was talking with RBM about this actually,
Oh God. Yeah.
and I literally posted that picture in our DMs with him, and I said I'm gonna tweet this and tweet something dumb about it, and it's gonna get like above 500 likes. And like we know a few things that I'm gonna tweet in the future that I'm gonna periodically keep tweeting. That's just like every
Free
time.
impressions.
It's just free impressions, and that's one of them.
Genius.
Genius.
So now I probably won't use that because I just explained it. But there are a few that I
Yeah,
like,
give it like 3 months. People
So
won't forget.
on the real, first off, I would love if this actually happened in the league. Second
Yeah.
off, we did have a conversation when we were planning the podcast, like Mad Magical has pirate gear. Could we maybe get the hat at the house and pass it around while we did this? That did not happen, but this is a good tweet. Good work, APA.
We got one more.
Yeah, we do have one more.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
So you've mentioned the Maryville guys a lot.
Yes.
This was Halloween?
No. So over the summer,
we gotta zoom in on that a little bit.
I can
Yeah.
actually have better pictures I can send you guys.
Perfect.
Hang on.
I can grab my phone over there.
This is just quality stuff right here. So we got Kind Jungle, Zyko, you,
Yeah.
and then Odd Orange.
So over
Yeah.
the summer, we went. So all the Maryville people went home over the summer, and we stayed for Sealaw. Mm-hmm. So we visited some of our Maryville friends, and the theme for the party there was like dress up as an old person. So Kind Jungle bought like the mustaches we're wearing, and then we went and thrifted all these clothes.
Yeah.
And
I feel bad because like I would wear what Zyko's wearing with a shirt untucked.
Yes, Cubby.
Yeah.
You are a boomer. We know this.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
The rest of this kind of bangs.
yeah,
You know,
and then
Eric might
everybody
be the
there
oldest
at the
caster, but I think
party
you
was
actually are.
dressed up like as an old person.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Nice.
I like that.
Unironically, you could have just stolen Cubby's wardrobe and also gotten away with
I got a lot of nice plaid shirts. Now today I had to wear my hoodie. My golf hoodie. It's actually a golf hoodie.
You're not helping your case here.
You're
I'm not.
Still pass.
But it's
Still pass.
True.
boomer passing.
it's from Torrey Pines, guys. Torrey Pines is a nice course.
Who?
Who?
Torrey Pines.
Who?
Yeah, she's a nice girl.
It's a public course in San Diego. If you're a resident there, you can play for $90, and they play a PGA tournament there every year. It's where Tiger won his major in
I have
2008
better
on one
pictures.
leg.
My screensaver on my phone is actually of me with a cane.
Love it. That's great. Well, as someone that's 20 and has that profile picture, we all feel fucking old here. So thanks for that, Ian. But anyway, we had to go through some of the bangers that you tweeted. But now we're gonna get into some gameplay and some NACL. As congrats on your week, you guys played
3-1
well.
again.
Yeah, 3-1 again. Consistency counts. But you guys had some good games, and also we have some clips to go over.
Sure.
If Manny wants to cue those up, not just from you, but some of the good things that happened around the league, as we had some front runners emerge. I'd say C9 looks like a front runner at the moment. Really looking forward to C9 TL. Dignitas had a tough schedule, survived.
Yes.
They
One of the few teams that have split with C911.
yeah, I think it should have been a C9 2-0, but we'll talk about that because one of the clips I pulled was of that game.
Which one do you want first?
Let's start with a Hoon 1v4 if we have that, Manny.
It is in fact hooning time.
It is in fact Hoonin time. Still on the weekends this year. But I don't know if you saw this clip, APA. This is kind of wild. This is how Dig actually took their game off of C9.
Here we go.
It was a close game, but I'd say that C9 was up.
I did not see this clip.
Okay, so like Dig does have soul, but C9 had a comp that scaled for me like pretty well, and they played this team fight. Like they murdered this team fight.
Does he just 1v4 here?
He literally just 1v4s. Watch this shit.
How broken is top lane?
Dude, just watch this. It goes on forever.
It actually gets more ridiculous.
It does. This was a very, very impressive play.
Like,
and
he
also,
hasn't started hitting them yet.
this made me hate Fiora and Hullbreaker.
C9's entire comms are, this is illegal, guys. We have to kill him.
Like, this is I Will Dominate's dream right here.
The Hoon in time. A ridiculous play from Hoon. And also, that E missing from M&S actually really hurt. Because then he has to go golden.
Yeah. He hasn't even taken damage yet.
I mean, he has. He just healed it all back up. So he goes golden.
Top
How does
lane.
he actually live?
He killed M&S. And then he gets his ult back. Gets a freebie. And they literally win the game off this.
Who was casting this game?
I was.
With who?
I was losing my fucking mind.
Who was the play-by-play?
I think I was with I was with Mazel and Deserux.
I think it was
Lennon.
Lennon.
Mazel.
Yeah, it was Mazel.
Yeah.
I gotta go back and listen to that.
Bro, it was honestly a pretty filthy play. That's how Dig split the series. Because if C9 like win that,
And they probably win the game.
they saved their base. They had
Baron was up.
I'd say
Yeah.
scaling. They get
Just
Baron.
do Baron there.
Yeah,
And then just slowly end out the game.
yeah. So obviously, you haven't faced these teams on stage yet, but I'm sure you have behind the scenes. So what are your impression of C9 and Dig?
So we've yet to actually scrim C9.
Okay.
So I can't really comment on them.
Yeah.
Like, other than what I've seen from their matches. But scrimming Dig is weird. Because either it's one of two things. Either they have mental block versus someone on my team, or they don't try and scrims. Because we kind of shit on them in scrim.
All right.
But I think they have good players. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why I think it's weird.
Yeah. No,
Either they troll in scrims or they just have mental block versus.
They're one of the better teams.
One of us.
I know another clip I wanted to show. So you put in a lot of games of Akali this offseason.
Yeah.
We have a clip from Copy, and for me, this is actually one of the more impressive clips I've seen so far from challengers. So Copy's going to pass up a free kill here, and then he's going to clean up the rest of the fight. It was a really, really good clip on Akali. I don't know if you've seen this one either.
I think I saw this one. I watched.
This was the one game that EG lost. So Copy could take the freebie here on Robbie Bob with second cast of ult. He does not.
Yeah.
And he goes back and cleans up the entire fight with a really nice QE here.
How broken is Maokai?
It's disgustingly broken. But I thought this was a really, really good sign of
Really
trigger.
good awareness.
Yeah, it was really good awareness from Copy. And
you
then
can just
Robbie kind of
you
goes.
can just ego and like kill the silos like mid diff.
Yeah.
But he had good awareness.
I was really, really impressed with that clip. I don't know what you guys thought.
No,
I mean,
just
Malcolm
being
looks
willing to
broken
go
in that
back
clip as well.
Yeah, true. But just being willing to like go back and just be like, screw this. Like that's really tough for players to do.
Yeah, I don't want
targets.
the freebie because like I could be out of the fight taking tower damage, right?
Yeah.
And instead he goes back in. I mean, Robbie kind of gifted the last one, but also that game was pretty over for EG.
Yeah.
So, after that play, one of the better clips I've seen so far though. This split. So really well done from Copy.
It was well played.
I don't know what other clips are even in the.
Yeah, you
I think I put one or two.
Yeah.
Pulled two of them.
Okay.
Let's do the AOE one because it's the one I remember putting.
All right. 1 second.
So AOE has very quickly become one of my favorite teams to watch.
Why is that?
Because they are so decisive.
yeah.
And the only thing I hate about their games is we've had 2 like hour-long pauses, like watching their games, like because
That GPL from Gamsu is really good actually.
yeah. But the big thing about this is, they are in a really weird position, but they are so willing to make plays happen that they like win or die based on how winning shot calling is going. And I think this is one of the best examples of how it goes, right? So like basically everybody's ults are already down. There's not a whole lot of easy ways for either side to get a fight started, but watch how they just kind of come in and as Golden Guardians leave, when he's just like, fucking hit this, and everybody's just like, hit the barrier, and just do things, and nobody's gonna call them on it, right?
They
like,
just gave it like that.
Wait, they actually just got away with
And
highway
they
murder.
won this game, right? It was like
yeah,
a 45-minute game.
yeah.
That was because I didn't review the games from yesterday yet. I saw some of
this
them. I didn't see all.
This was Saturday.
Yeah, that was Saturday. I
'Cause
think.
I faced them Sunday.
Yeah, no, because the way that they play is so entertaining, and they're winning games they're not supposed to, and they're losing games they're not supposed to. Like, is it good, clean League of Legends? No. Can it be? I mean, that's the goal. But for now, it's just like it's so entertaining because a lot of teams will just sit there and do nothing for 40 minutes. And
Now-
AOE does
yeah.
not do nothing.
Now you guys blasted them.
You did. You're definitely better.
Yeah. So we did have a clip from that, which I think you guys kind of, I don't want to say exposed AOE, but definitely like I think they have had a nice start, and you guys definitely showed some of the weaknesses of their team.
Yeah.
I think I sent the clip of your Ziggs tower take that was so filthy.
Oh, where they like
Yes, the 4-man dive bot.
arrow bot.
Yeah. Did I send that over, Manny?
We do not have a clip of that.
Oh, poo poo. My
What
bad.
else did I give you, Manny?
You gave me a Cloud9 clip.
That's my bad.
did?
So,
Yeah.
but before
I believe you.
Before we queue up this play, though, I do want you to talk about that because you're playing Ziggs in this game. We can kind of verbally walk through it.
Yeah.
So AOE dove 4 bot, and you guys had
Well,
Herald.
Before they dive, Arrow called me, on Ziggs.
Huge.
He called me to ulti the bot wave because it was a massive stacked wave, like 2 or 3 waves. And he's just like, I want the XP for this. I'm going to die regardless. Just ulti the wave so I can get the XP, and I don't follow that fight behind. So I ulti ball wave, get them all the XP, and they just dive him regardless. Like, even though there's no creeps. But the thing is, it was 8 minutes, and Mir just got the Rift Herald. So, like, I don't know if it's verbatim, but it's very close to in call. What I said, what the fuck? This guy is trolling. Just come to mid. And then we just got the full entire turret at like 8 minutes.
Yeah. That definitely happens with when AOE's playing.
Yeah. I talked to
They commit for better or worse.
Yeah.
And it'll
Yeah.
win them some games, but I think that also kind of exposed a few of the shortcomings of the game.
It's the thing that Winnie talked about in his interview we had with him post the 100 Thieves series, where their decisiveness or their willingness to commit or overcommit to a play, it wins them games that they should have lost, and it loses them games that they should have won.
Yeah.
So it's a double-edged sword, but it makes them exciting because it gives them a clear identity that fans can get behind.
Yeah. One of the things that I love and have a lot of respect for Winnie for is how much responsibility he takes for like what's going on. Like if you listen to his interviews or talk to him at all, he will very much be like, yeah, like I fucked up, I made the wrong call, or it's like, no, I made the right call and my team backed me up. And so he is absolutely being a strong leader in terms of you get all the responsibility, but that means you can also take all the credit.
You can fuck it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can take the credit, you can take the blame, and he does that, and that's something that very much impresses me about him as a person.
Any player that does that, I respect.
Yeah.
Like for better or worse, or at least like tries to do that. Definitely something that's know, especially with him being the leader of that team.
Manny, what was the other clip I put?
It was a C9 clip.
That's very not specific because there's
Cue it
a
up.
lot of things that.
Cue it up. Let's figure it
a
out.
lot of things.
Let's
We're
find
just gonna
out.
find out.
I'm gonna guess that M&S is face rolling people.
What is it?
Against
Oh,
Oh, holy
yeah,
shit!
okay.
Lost.
So this was their game against FlyQuest, right? The thing that impresses me so much about the way that Cloud9 has kind of been piloting is it's so much about like individual performances in a lot
Dude,
of
Lost
fights.
actually just destroyed this fight.
Lost was,
Holy
I mean, he
shit.
was so fed at this point, right? Unfortunately, like Masu on playing on 150 ping just sometimes just doesn't show up, and it's not really their fault.
Yeah.
But this was one of those games where Lost got stupid ahead, and the thing that's so impressive to me about Cloud9 is, unlike a lot of teams, they know how to like poke and prod and be like, are you going to throw out a cooldown? Or are you going to use a summoner spell?
Like waiting just on the edge.
Yeah. And
Do something, if they fuck up, they wipe them.
Yeah.
It's just like wasting their time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so Lost comes up, he throws down the calling, and Spirax is forced to ult or die.
Yeah.
And I mean, once the Swain ult is down, Swain on only Rylai's is not a
Playing
champion.
on no ulti is like
Yeah.
piece of shit.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah,
do anything.
yeah.
And so that's the thing that I love watching about Cloud9 is I think Lost and Zazel are some of our players that should be looking to like, yeah, these guys could just go back to LCS at any time.
Zazel for me, whenever he's competed, has always been very, very, very good.
Yeah.
So it's good to have him back. And him and Lost are both playing well. That team's good. They're
very
good.
good.
Are they? Would you say like they're the team to beat, or do you think that's you
C9?
guys? Yeah.
Uh,
I know you haven't scrimmed them yet, but
yeah. I mean,
yeah,
I think it's them or us.
yeah.
In all honesty, I know
Okay.
we've dropped 2 games, but the 2 games we've dropped have been like
Yeah.
us being.
No.
Now, I'm curious then, we don't want to do too much power ranking today because we got dumber stuff to do, but CLG and Evil Geniuses with Ryoma.
So we've scrimmed COG a lot actually, and they've been pretty good scrim partners.
Mm-hmm.
But I think how do I put this out? Flaming.
Flame them.
Or lightly flaming, you know.
No, I think they actually have a good team. I just think that we've improved more from the scrims than they have, and that like kind of hints, or I mean, I'll just say we lose games to them in scrims. But
Yeah.
I think a lot of times we lose games. We learn we literally will have like a 30-minute to hour review, and we'll learn tremendous amounts.
No, it's a good scrim partner to have then, if that's the case, yeah.
But I think they're very good.
I know that on the way over here, you were also, we talked about some of the provisional teams, and you said that the one that was probably the most competitive in scrims with you guys was...
Wildcard, yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised to hear that. What's your take on them? Because they're playing some weird, like they're playing their own game, for sure.
They have unique picks, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I think a lot of things... So I play a lot of unique picks. And I think the thing about playing against unique picks is you generally don't know the windows as well as they do.
Yeah.
Like when I play Ziggs, I know what's going to happen on this matchup and like in X game or X time or whatever and X items. But enemy mid, like whoever it is, Copy or Insanity, M&S doesn't know that.
Yeah.
And it's like same thing as like when Moose Hater's playing Garen or like any other stuff he's playing in scrims.
Yeah. No, I think that's always like a lot of league is knowledge gap, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I always like picks that you can play, like pull out on your own. Because like if you know more than the enemy, you can make like the odds of you making that work are pretty
Even
high.
if it's not like the most optimal. Like,
Yeah.
Like Moose Hater definitely knows the Garen matchup better than Bradley.
No, I mean that's why comfort picks exist, right?
As a very
It's fun part
small
of the game.
tangent, Covey, you've played this game much more recently than I have. But one of the interesting things for us is because we really enjoyed a game called Teamfight Manager. I'm sure you've watched him play it on his stream a little bit.
I love that game, man.
The thing that's crazy
Got a giant
to
smile
me,
on my face.
Yeah, the game is so much fun. But the thing that is so much fun to me, or so interesting to me about that game that is not true about real like games, is your players will never be worse than a certain baseline at a character, right? Like they can play every character like roughly at a certain baseline, but in the real world, if you have to play a character for the first time, it's just not the same. And so it's definitely interesting to see. I really love a lot of these like niche picks to just bring out and just showcase like, hey, yeah, I can do this thing that you weren't quite used to. And especially when they're hard counter picks. Like I've been having so much fun watching Jenkins pull out like the Kled and the Warwick into the Renekton. It's just like, what do you do? You just kind of roll over and die.
I'm waiting for Caps to play Yi mid. He's been spamming Master Yi mid.
Really?
Yeah. We're gonna ask you about some mid picks later. I do want to keep things moving here.
Did you see the Udyr mid?
Yes, the Insanity.
Yeah, so
talk to them about it.
While we pull up the next clip, Manny, you can just pick one of mine, and then we'll talk about it when it shows up.
There's one more, but
Excellent.
it is related to our next segment. So
Okay. So Udyr mid, you can clear wave after 2 Rs, level 1.
Yeah.
Tested that.
Yeah. What else? What else do you like about it or like find? Like
was just a big tanky piece of shit. Like
yeah,
the best way that
it's like old Scion mid.
the best way that I've described it with Bradley, because we've played against Udyr top actually in scrims as well, is that it's like it's similar to how you would probably view Renekton in previous seasons, where like you draft Renekton, Rift Herald's yours. Like you're not gonna kill him. He has a lot of kill threat on you.
So you can't move him out of lane.
You can't really move him out of lane.
Got
Yeah.
it.
He can just like stat check you.
Yeah.
All right.
That's how I kind of view Udyr mid right now.
So, guys, we do have an NACL Star of the Week, and while APA might be carrying our podcast, there was someone that carried a little bit harder on the Rift this week. That Star of the Week, it's going to be Sheiden, as this guy dropped 10-plus kills in his 5 wins, playing Viego, Graves, Kindred in this meta.
Yeah.
I don't know if you caught any of the games. We do have a clip of one of the triple kills that he put up.
Mark, you want to point to our previous
it's
Star of the Week?
Kind of filthy, what Sheiden did this week. And I don't know what your impressions are of him as a player. Or
I think it's really good.
He is really good. But, yeah, he kind of went off with subs. It was really fun to watch.
running the clip.
Yeah.
I saw Rory Bob was playing a bunch of like utility mids.
Yeah.
Galio, Malzahar, like that type of stuff.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. And this is just a 1v3 triple on Graves.
Jeez.
With Chemtexel.
Oh my god, how broken is jungle?
Every roll is broken except mine, right?
Yeah, man, they nerfed the gold.
True. I get 13 gold for caster. That shit sucks.
Oh, yeah, I
All
forgot
right,
about
slap that thing up there.
that. Bam.
We got it.
So, side tangent. Are we now? Do we need to get like some type of cork board so we can put future stars of the week?
No, we're just gonna do it for a split. So we'll like take those down like when we live here. We'll throw them back up for the next spot. We actually had to give Sheiden a special one. So we did the LeBron meme with his face on it.
Oh, that's what that is?
Yeah, so it's the LeBron meme with the face. I did tweet this out. But given he had subs and dropped 10 kills in 5 games, I think that we had to give him a little bit of special treatment.
I'm going to take your word on that one. I can't tell.
Also,
It is very hard.
I just want to say we actually have one of the most LA things of the week happening to us right now. We have a second cat that is now outside.
Oh.
That is the second one that we've had on our porch area.
I have
Since we
paint
started the
drying out
pod.
there. I swear to God,
So we're gonna-
cat,
we're gonna
if
hang
you
this-
take
Oh,
any of my
wait, hang
shit,
this
I will
off.
fuck you up.
He is sniffing.
I will fuck you up, cat.
Producer Manny, we cannot get a cam on that, but I
There
just
is
want to
no
say.
cat cam, unfortunately.
There is no cat cam, but that is the
Okay.
second stray that we've had.
Okay.
Yeah. Throw it up there. Do the honor.
What I,
Slap it up.
no, don't scare the cat.
He's trying to take my shit.
Fuck your shit.
He's trying to take my shit.
Don't scare the
That cat has a loving home and it's not here.
Oh my God. All right. So moving on, as we are an hour in, we do have a segment with Manny called NA Production, which is going to get us into what is next, as we are going to talk about LCS next, but we did have LCS week 1. Manny, you are an associate producer of LCS.
Junior.
No, it's associate. I saw it on LinkedIn today. Got the
Manny,
title.
can you confirm?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, congratulations.
Marc's just filming the cat here. This is
Yeah. So
She's
as
looking
you
at
guys
your
prepare to
Warhammer
transition
pieces.
for this,
I
right,
know.
What are your guys' thoughts on the broadcast from week 1? It's been a hot topic.
I thought LCS had a great week 1 start. There were a lot of things that I think were received well from LCS for week 1.
I don't watch the broadcast.
Based.
It's waste time.
Yeah, no, you need to watch VODs. That's fine. You're a player.
You
Uh,
on Shodas, you go on YouTube
yeah.
at the end of like the stream,
Yep.
you watch the 30-minute game,
Yep.
and then instead
then
of
you skip.
watching the 30 minutes that's in between,
Yep.
you skip the 30 minutes
Yep.
and you go to the next.
Nope, that's what I do as well. But it was week 1, and we had a friend debuting on the LCS broadcast, which was necessary news last week. But congrats again.
What?
You debuted on LCS.
Oh, I was tweeting about the cat.
Okay, yeah. Priority. We have our priorities straight here. I like that. But Manny, new direction this year, and you wanted to dive into that.
Well, yeah. So basically, what we're doing this year, because unfortunately communication has not been incredibly clear at all times. Basically, what we're going to be doing is the goal is to sort of shift the analyst desk. And the reason I mention this is because there's a lot of people that I've seen that didn't even think LCS was going to have an analyst desk this year. And I guess basically the way that they're planning to shift that is more towards entertaining segments between games, as opposed to we're going to 4 talking heads and they're going to deliver a monologue to the camera and then there's going to be some B-roll that plays over it and
Yep.
the lower thirds. And so the goal is kind of to try and loosen up and get away from the sort of ESPN style, like traditional sports desk that's been around in esports since the very beginning, because that was just how they decided to do it at the time.
Yep. Yeah, I think that, like, I mean, some of the segments,
hate it.
like Emily Rand's, they're like drawing returning. I mean, that's always a smash hit, but I kind of like the storybook start they had to it. There's a segment that you're filming that you're very excited about that I cannot wait to see, as you've given us some spoilers.
Top secret, but yeah.
It is top secret, but there is some good stuff in the works. And yeah, I mean, I think that the reviews that the broadcast got week 1 were like really positive, which is great to see. And we had fun in the studio.
Yeah, I really have high hopes for what they can do. And I know, man, you've talked about like kind of the philosophy that they've had. But one of the things that I am a little bit worried about is, while I love all of the people on the analyst desk individually, they're getting very lost.
As in, like, in the segments? Or
Yeah, there's a lot of, okay, we did the thing. And it's like, if
Oh,
anybody
okay,
watched
okay.
like Academy Theater last year during Proving Grounds, which was the best segment. Do you know what this was?
I
Okay.
didn't watch much of
Was this when you guys acted out plays at the wide wall?
Yeah.
With
And-
eyeliner.
Yeah, me and
Oh.
Kangas, and then at the end,
I
Eric
think I
comes up and
remember
like
seeing that
smashes
on
glass.
Twitter.
Yeah, with eyeshadow.
Yeah.
Actually, think I've seen that.
Okay, that bit lasted 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, and for the first like 2 minutes, I'd say it was pretty good content, and then there were 6 more minutes of it, and that's kind of how I've been feeling about the analyst desk right now. Is they're doing the first part of it very well, but there's no dash to be like, and we're done with this, moving on to the next bit. And I feel like that's one of the big things that has been a little bit tough for me to watch about the analyst desk right now, as somebody who watches it is like, well, I should watch them. It's my VOD review in a way, right? I should be watching that as well. And so it's a little bit difficult for me to watch some of those segments. But I have hope that they'll figure it out. It is a new format for them. That's my one concern.
Would you say just from the first week impressions?
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely like a thing that's going to take some time, obviously, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
the
for
LCS
sure.
has been like
Yeah.
a certain way for the last like 11 years. We kind of loosened it up a little bit in like summer of last year, but like it really has, it's like a pretty drastic change that's happening very fast. I can tell you there's a lot of conversations happening about how to best dial it in.
If I may, I think to give credit over to Manny, do we get to tell
The
them
cat's gone.
what the, I guess, the new title of what we're calling the space now?
They said it on the dive. So
Oh,
yes.
okay. Yeah. LCS Lounge.
Woo.
Yeah. So because we've been wanting to get away from the analyst desk because it feels so confining to what the max potential of each of the people from the space can be. And we also don't want it to be limiting to just the main 4 people that people have kind of associated the old analyst desk to be, which is Jat, Emily, Raz, and Marc. LCS has been forward with us and all talents. Like, by the way, if you guys want to do a segment, whether it's Raafaa, Flowers, Azael, Kobe, Latigris, and you want to be like part of something, if you workshop it with us, as you pitch it to us, we can try and fit it, as a segment or a bit. So we're just in the middle of trying a lot of things right now because obviously this is a new direction for the LCS. But I think on what we can say is accurate is we very much went super far on the extreme side of the, I don't want to say just entertainment, because we also had a good conversation this week about entertainment is not just what the meta of what a lot of content creators do or streamers do, which people might associate and just call it straight up cringe, right?
I love cringe.
Entertainment can be like really engaging analysis, right? And I think it's just the problem was in the formula back in the day was, especially if the game was not that interesting, we would just do, as Manny's talked about, 4 talking heads at a desk and just reviewing post-game clips of a game that doesn't need to be reviewed. So we're trying to make room for entertainment segments after games that don't necessarily need to be reviewed, but we do want to make space and still bring back analysis segments of games that have really good moments in them where it's like, hey, this is something where we can teach the audience something, or we can actually go and a more in-depth look. We don't need to review the entire game, but there's specific moments in game that can be broken further down, and we want to obviously use that as an opportunity to get more pro players in, or even guests that have pro play experience, coach experience, etc., to really expand and show their expertise on the subject.
Yeah, it's a balancing act, obviously, and we're going to be like iterating on it a lot as the split and the whole year goes on. But basically, like, we're trying to find, and this is something that you might see this weekend, actually. We spent a lot of time working on, like Marc was talking about, really entertaining analysis pieces, and I believe we will probably be getting one of those this weekend.
Nice. No, I mean, I think that the one thing I really liked was that I don't think I saw a break screen with a countdown in it, like, until the final game of day 1. And so I think that, like, the formula of just, like, having content to play in the breaks even too is just, like, that worked really well for us last year with Academy, because, like, we filmed so much shit throughout the year, like, we just run it again. And it felt way better than, like, having a countdown. So
we had to do that during the AOE, and our producer Jay literally just like ran like 4 straight videos that we had made, and we're only on week 2.
Like, for me though, like, that's just like a little thing where it's like the fact that, like, there was just more stuff that, like, kept you engaged throughout the games was, like, for me, that was like a huge, like, step in the right direction. Like, I think Jat's segment, where, like, he just ran down like the bullet points, like, off like his PC.
Oh, I couldn't stand that.
Okay, the production was bad, but the premise was great.
No,
I love the premise. I love the
That
premise of
segment
that.
was
the premise?
super divisive.
It was?
I saw, yeah.
Oh, I love the
I
premise.
hated it. I
People
hated it
loved it
so
or
much.
hated it.
So,
The premise of it?
so
he
had,
literally just had a document
With
that had a
bullet
bunch of
points.
bullet points.
It was all
like, here's a bunch
hyperlinks.
of links to things.
and then it was like a Skype
And the
call.
problem was, it was literally Jat talking the entire time, and you had like 6 other people in the call who basically said nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
I think
literally just Jat like going through his internet.
you could have like some more, I like the premise. It's a good premise. That's
I
what I
hope
care
they
about.
don't bring it back.
I really want to
hated
see it. I really want to see
Based
it.
off a series called NBA Desktop,
Yes.
which won an Emmy.
Yeah.
I would probably hate it there too. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
All right.
it might just
But
be
like, we'll see if it comes back and if they do it better, because the first one was very bad.
Might be like a gamers versus T-Sports fan thing. Divide.
Could be. We do have to move on though.
Yeah.
As yes, we are looking forward to that. But before, something that we've been doing quite a bit, as you know, I'm up here. We had Marc in the shower for like 45 minutes before this podcast, making sure
was
that
not
everything was
45
good up
minutes.
here.
It was longer.
Quite a while.
Anyway, part of us on this podcast, we love tier lists. I don't know what you feel
Okay.
about tier lists, APA.
I think they're fun to look at.
I
Fun to
think
look
They
at.
tell you more about the person making
Not
the
the-
tier list than anything else.
Now, fun to look at, that actually might be a good keyword for what we're going to do next with you, because as a team of 5, we have to make a tier list based off of LCS teams' hair. All right? So as a team of 5,
Oh, we didn't have photos of their hair.
we're going to
Oh, no, we do,
tier
we do.
Oh, okay.
their
okay.
hair.
I just wanted to show.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
All right? So this is a segment.
Like right now.
No, this is a segment that we're calling Terrible Tier Lists, where we just take terrible topics and make a fun tier list out of it, because we're going to make tier lists fun again. Anyway, Manny, what do we have first? What's the first team up
We're
here?
going alphabetically, so it's 100 Thieves.
100 Thieves. All right, rate the hair on this team. I got to say,
Ooh, double lift brings them down pretty far.
yeah, double lift with the bowl cut. There's not a lot of effort put in there.
I'm gonna be honest.
Part of me respects.
Tenacity and Closer have really good hair.
Closer's clean, man.
Double lift is really struggling, and like Bjergsen's fine. Boostio is going to be a divisive one, I think.
Let's start out in B.
I think yeah.
Is this B or A?
I think this is a safe.
What is the?
Okay, considering what I
think
know
B,
about the other
I think B,
teams, it might be A, because
Well,
having
we can
three
change later. We can
players-
change later. We can change later.
Having 3 players doing a pretty good job is like pretty good.
That's true. For LCS numbers, 3 out of 5 is not bad.
All right, we'd also have to see the rest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll think about it. We'll think about it.
Shall we move to the next team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, it's Cloud9.
Ooh. Blabber with the okay. Diplex. I don't know what we're doing here, but it's European, so
I mean,
we'll let it
From
let it
what
cook.
I've seen, Berserker's hair is really good.
Dude, Berserker had the flow, and now he's got like the is it braids in the back? I mean, if you got braids in the back, that's pretty sweet, or like a ponytail.
Because whatever tweet he had like the other week,
Yeah,
he had really good flow.
yeah.
Flow is
Sven,
something you have to respect.
Sven's clean cut.
Yeah, so that's nice.
Fudge is whatever. You know, we keep it short. Blabber.
Blabber
has-
always wears a hat.
I mean, I kind of respect it, but I feel like that does demote them a tier because we only have 4 out of 5
Kind of a
people.
cheat code, you know.
We only have 4 out of 5
oh,
people
it's-
Wait, is that
demonstrating
actually
hair.
Steve?
I
Yeah.
think Kangas is here.
Yeah, you want to go get him
Yeah,
real
I'll
quick,
let him-
Manny?
Yeah.
All right.
No, we should leave him up.
We're not giving him a mic, that's for sure.
Wait,
He's
how
gonna
did
be
he get in
fucking
without a
stuck.
key?
It is not hard to
He
get
probably
into
waited
without a
outside.
key.
Delivery.
He's got to come on camera.
All right, yeah, we'll get him on cam.
He's.
Oh,
Oh. Jesus
We're
Christ.
gonna-
You
we're
rode a
gonna-
bus in this? You rode a bus in this?
I took it on my motorcycle.
We're gonna deviate real fast
right,
while he.
folks,
You rode your motorcycle wearing that?
Well, I mean, it wasn't on my face.
Folks, this is why you need to watch Raising an A on YouTube at youtube.com/cubbymaster6
Taking the pants
or twitch.tv
already?
/cubbyxx as Kangas literally just knocked on our door, said delivery, took his pants off, and this is Kangas right now. What's up, man?
Where should I go?
That's good. That's good. Hey,
Oh, what's up, man?
he has the same amount of hair.
I can't
this
really
way.
adjust this, but it's good to see you.
I'll just chill here.
Yeah, he has,
All
he has
right.
about that same amount of hair this way as he would normally.
Wait,
Talking about hairstyles, right? I'm on the next
We are talking
Manny, can you
about
go
hair.
to camera 3? I want to see if he's in the in the frame or in
He's
the
a
shot.
little bit in the front.
That the camera's over there, Kangas.
NACL content's gonna slap this week. APA, you ready?
of course.
All right, so Kangas, we are currently we have a tier list going. I will try and get this mic adjustable so we can. Yeah, but we're judging LCS teams' hair.
Yeah, what tier is this?
there's only 4 out of 5 people that are demonstrating hair in this photo.
I think I'd put them B.
B again?
B in a similar
Kangas
vein.
reveals himself.
B in a similar vein, we put 100 Thieves.
100 Thieves have better hair than C9.
Yeah, if we put them at B,
No, that's what I'm saying. I think 100 Thieves should be A.
Wait, how poetic is it that Kangas did arrive at the LCS hair tier list?
It's pretty sweet, man.
Yeah, 100 Thieves has to be A.
I think Berserker's hair is pretty good.
Yeah.
It is,
but-
but
I think
here.
it raises
Okay,
the
but
average.
Yeah,
Really?
but look at Diplex. Berserker or not Berserker. Blabber hasn't not worn a hat
Blabber's
in the
cheating.
2 years that I've known him.
Blabber's cheating right now.
Also, yeah, so it's like only 4 out of 5.
You have like
Sven's gonna join me soon.
No, don't say that, man, or else I'm going to join you soon. All right. I'm voting C tier, and then we'll move them up maybe later.
I'd say B tier and 100 Thieves goes A.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm with
Guess
A.
I'm
wins.
with them too. Yeah,
All right.
Let's move to that.
Move it.
Oh yeah, there we go. Here's our tier list.
Okay, then who's next? We actually gotta get through these. I
Yeah,
don't want to keep you in too
we'll
long.
Speed 'em up a little bit.
CLG.
Oh shit.
Oh, wow.
Dude, I want to.
That's probably an S tier.
I think
right
it's
there.
Yeah.
I want to move both teams down now.
No,
Nah,
we
there's
can't move them
S
down.
tier. S
We can't
tier.
move them down. It has to be. They have to be S tier.
CLG's definitely.
They got 5 out of
Yeah.
5 rocking at like at least clean cuts.
When Palafox has the worst hairstyle and it still looks
Yeah.
that good, it's like
Oh yeah, his
that's
hair is
an
like
S tier.
not bad.
Yeah, it's
like
not
average looking.
Dude, I just gotta say, I think the Poom always looks very sharp. Just throwing that out there. He's well manicured.
Dude, do you remember when
Raising
Boom had
support
the longer medium length hair?
Yeah, man.
That was a good.
He was like out of like his CS:GO era from there.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, actually, Poom was highest ranking get CS:GO, like global elite. Yeah, he's good. He's a god tier gamer.
All right, you were the one who said we got to quick. Let's go Dignitas.
Dignitas is. Hang on.
Dude, CLG is having so much fun in that photo too. No wonder they're
There
2-0.
we go. We didn't have everyone to ask the day, so I had to get creative with the photos.
Okay, I gotta say, Spawn, you're carrying the team here. All right, with Santorin. This
C
is
or
B or C.
I think it's got to be C, to be honest.
I would go
Armut's
B.
hair- Armut
B
has
at
some
best.
flow.
Ignar's haircut is not bad.
I think Armut carries by a little bit.
I'm
I'd be-
Actually,
So sad Santorin cut his hair because he also had long hair. Remember the ponytail
oh
he was
yeah,
rocking?
he had the man bun.
he had the sensei look going.
any
you know?
guy that has flow, you have to respect.
All right, Arma does have flow. I feel like that puts him at least in B. So he's
Alright.
a B or
I'm
A.
with
Put him
B.
in
I'm
B.
with B.
All right, moving on.
Next team, Evil Geniuses.
Ooh.
B.
Oh.
No. JoJo has a perm. This is D tier. Dude, I gotta say, his hair, it was a good haircut before. I'm not digging the perm.
You don't like?
I know a
the
certain individual on the NMN podcast that will not like your opinion.
That's all right.
I don't think
Sorry,
any of them
Arsh.
liked my opinions when I was on that one time, but it's okay. It's bad.
We had fun.
This
It was fun
like,
going on that podcast.
They're-
I don't know if they're
it's all
D,
like
but I'm not a
inoffensive, you
fan.
know. It's like B, C.
I think Vulcan and Inspired are very clean cut.
Yeah.
They're clean, but it's like it's not fancy.
Also, JoJo's wearing Crocs in this. That's epic.
Yeah, but that's not his hair,
Of course.
unless he's a hobbit.
It is not.
I'd say
very
B or C.
correct.
B. Put him C. Fuck it.
We have to have at least one team in C so far.
Yeah,
we reevaluated these.
I still-
Evil geniuses.
I still feel like
I think it's B. Actually, we have to look at the tier.
I still feel like C9 should be in C just because it's 4 out of 5 people that have hair. Because Blabber's got the backwards hat.
Let's go FlyQuest. Let's go FlyQuest.
Yeah, keep going.
Yes, let me just find it. There we go. FlyQuest. I had to get Ayla.
All right, that's C.
Okay, I'll say it.
That's like
If
C,
Mika
C or
paid
worse.
to get his head bald,
Okay.
Wait, have you heard
Do
the
you know
story?
the story on that?
no.
Okay,
know
so,
Jo-
yeah. So the story I heard is he went to go get his haircut, and he's like, "My barber fucked up my hair so bad that I just cut it all off."
Yep.
So he paid
Yeah,
Paid.
to go bald.
basically.
Well, unless they gave him a free buzz cut.
no, it sounded like he did it himself.
He
Yeah. I'm gonna say this is like C at best.
Dude, Spiga-san is like Neo Arc, man. He looks like the chosen one right now. You know, like Neo, like in the first Matrix movie, he gets out.
Oh, yeah,
just
yeah.
woke up.
So before I left,
Also, Prince and Ayla both at least have like highlights and color in their hair. That's a lot of effort. I've never done that shit.
But okay, so you
I
have to
can't put him
remember.
C.
You have to no. Okay. You have to remember that this is them on like their best haircut. This is their media day haircut.
yeah,
True.
this is also like the
Spiga was not thinking about Media Day when he did that.
Oh, he probably was. He just got a bad haircut.
I will say, I think Impact carries this a little bit.
I
am
flamed
liking
my
that
brother
most.
when he got like
Nah.
a bald.
Is his hair not similar to the JoJo?
Prince carries B tier.
B tier.
Nah,
Prince carries this too.
C, Ian, you're with me, right? This is C tier.
It's C.
It's C
Fuck.
tier.
Guess wins.
guys.
C. Fuck.
Here's our update.
Guess knows all. All right, moving on.
Next team, Golden
If you're gonna go
Guardian.
bald, you have to go fully bald.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Okay, dude. Stixay and Licorice actually hard carry this
Yeah.
shit. Man.
Licorice
Yeah.
has really good curls.
Who we?
Noticing a theme with these teams where we get like there's 1 or 2 people that have like amazing
Yeah.
hair and then we're just
Stixay's hair is nice. Stixay's got good hair.
Whatever. If Stixay listens, whatever he uses for his hair routine, send it over.
Tweet it.
It's like the Beatles and Brett Dennen crossover right now. That's what we got right here.
All right, what you thinking, Ian?
I'd say A.
A?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think
Damn. Stixay Licorice going hard for A tier.
Yeah.
all right.
They're hard carrying
Got an
this.
A tier.
I think to put them S tier, you have to have like at least 3 or 4. That's looking really
That's
good.
really good. Yeah.
Next up, best picture out of all of these.
Yo, IMT, good for them having fun. I gotta say, I kind of like. Usually, I'm not like a fan of like parts in hair. I say as I have a left part, but I kind of like fold it over. Kenvy's part looks good.
Yeah.
I think Kenvy's hairstyle is kind of nice, and also
This is not a good picture.
I think
of his
Kenvy's
hair,
been
though.
hitting the gym. Well, he's got a
Oh,
weird
yeah,
facial
yeah.
expression, but good for Kenvy. Revenge, that guy's fucking clean, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Revenge is always a good.
Like-
Revenge takes care of himself.
I feel like the majority of people swipe right on Revenge.
Barley.
Yeah, good for Revenge. ABO, big smile on the front. I mean,
That's a good picture.
Hair's
And you just
whatever.
have Fleshy just chilling.
yeah, but Fleshy's hair looks fine. This is
Yeah.
A. This is at least
Yeah,
A.
I'd say
A?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm done with A.
I would be happy with S tier.
No, man. CLG is on another level. They're on another level.
No,
Fucking
show
epic.
show
Can't-
show him
actually-
CLG.
Actually, in the chat,
100 Thieves gonna be on the same.
Hold on.
we're gonna reevaluate these, but
Can we put 100 Thieves last in A tier? Because we were debating on them.
I agree with
yeah,
that.
And I
Okay.
put IMT first. So thank you in
I'll
advance, producer
update
Manny.
that in between.
Thank you in advance, producer Manny.
Yeah.
We're going to keep on going, though.
Lena did request we see CLG again in the chat, so.
All right. Calm down over there, Lena. Moving on.
Next up is Team Liquid.
S.
I was about to say,
S?
you have to say S
S.
contractually.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I will say.
Thank you, Honda, for the great hair.
I will say, Yawn definitely ups the game, and I've always liked the middle part for Harry.
I can't stand middle parts like that.
I think it
pulled
looks
it
good
off.
on Harry, though.
I had a whole thing where I was arguing with Kelsey about how much I hated Hooney's hair, and he had the exact same hair as Harry.
Dude, Yawn looks like an artist right now with like the finger gloves, too.
Yeah. No, Jan's hair looks great.
Jan's hair
Yeah.
when he comes into the AWTF in
Yeah.
the morning
Yeah.
is very
Nice.
is all over the place.
Yeah, no, he likes it messy, but he also like covers it, which is effort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go A or B.
Do you guys
Yes.
remember?
I think it's got to be.
Do you all? Yeah, the blue hair.
Yeah.
And when it was him, Harry, and Ayla had all dyed their hair before the first proving grounds in spring.
Yeah.
Because it was like this is our like bonding bonding ritual before we go and hopefully win proving grounds, and they did.
Throw it A. Sorry, you can put it in the middle of A though. I can't make this ass when CLG exists.
You guys are making me do so much work.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, Manny.
All right, here we go.
The pizza wasn't even the best we've had here.
All right, TSM.
Last but not least, this one I feel like is going to be the most divisive. I feel like there's going to be people that put this at like S, and there's going to be people that want to put this at D based
Oh,
off
it's
solo.
because of Solo.
Okay.
Yeah, when there's a
Hear me
mullet
out.
on the team.
Mullets?
Oh,
I respect the mullet.
Mullets
I
are
gotta say.
gas.
Chime.
I'm pro
Mullets are
mullet.
gas.
Who's
Mullets
the-
are absolute gas.
So
Clerky?
Chime has the hair that JoJo is trying to have right now. That's what I'm gonna say.
I like Chime's hair.
I'm gonna throw this out here. S. I really think it's an S tier team.
No, what? No.
No, okay. Hold on.
No, Boogie's
Neo looks good.
It was good.
Chime looks good.
Chime looks great.
Maple is whatever, but we can't have.
Bad.
You
It's
can't
not
have
bad.
an S tier without.
Who's on the right?
Now solo for me because
Maple?
mullets are
Look.
such gas.
They're gas.
Solo at least carries one of these two that have it.
Okay. The big
So that's
thing,
4 out
the
of
big
5.
thing that I gotta say is Maple's hair looks like mine, and I am 2 weeks overdue for a haircut.
So these guys are gamers, not casters.
Wait, can we get like a zoom in on Joshi's face and then have it right next to Maple just so we can get the comparison?
Now we're really making Manny do work. Probably not.
And he's like,
I don't think so.
Probably not.
yeah.
I'll concede the
S?
S, but I'm like, this is I'd be
APA?
happy with
Mullets
A.
are gas.
Mullets are gas. Throw it an S. Absolutely.
I just don't think you can have without 5 stellar haircuts. You can't have an. S.
That's why I want to go A.
That's why we have the
I would
mullets.
That's why I wanna
say
go A.
top
I think
of
they
eight.
got to be A, and we got
Top
to
of
move some
eight
other
here
ones
is
down.
fine.
I think we put them S so that in week 3 when CLG versus TSM match, the loser has to cut their hair.
Like we have that. Actually, you
That's
might
a
have that power with
throwback.
CLG.
That's a throwback.
Okay,
Holy
let's
shit.
move 100 Thieves down and put these guys at the top of A.
I think that is.
Even if mullets are absolute fucking gas.
I think
I mean,
like
you
with
should, at that point,
Yeah,
you
why-
should've
why-
said,
why don't you
dye
guys
your
do
hair
it?
Pink.
I'm not gonna do a fucking.
'Cause that's the
mullet.
truth. Though.
Why not? It's so good.
All right, all right, all right.
I don't have the balls to pull that shit off.
Thoughts on?
High and tight, man. That's all I got. Outstanding. I
Yeah.
love this.
Do we agree?
Yes, this
I
is great.
still feel like EG and FlyQuest are being done dirty.
Nah. They deserve it. They deserve it.
They deserve it. I feel like C9's too high because Blabber is wearing a cap. 4 out of 5. Other haircuts are nice.
But he
I think
rocks the cap. Like,
Yeah, I know.
he has-
But it's not
a
hair.
cap is not hair.
It's not hair.
Well,
That's like when Steve wears a bucket hat. It's like you can't tell I'm bald.
bucket up
Sheesh.
thick, though.
All right, we do have to keep moving here.
That is probably the 10th bald joke in the last 24 hours that I've experienced.
We'll find a way to talk about your schooling too.
We're good friends. All right, so LCS talk and clips. We do have one more segment for APA.
All right.
We're gonna try and wrap everything up here within like 15, 20 minutes because we told APA that we would get them home at a reasonable hour and TL. And also, he's got to run through all the TL sponsors before we're gonna quiz you on those before we go.
Okay.
But we
I know
do
them all.
we do have some. We're taking a picture of you in front of a green screen. It's fine. We do have some LCS clips to run through.
All right.
And some we want to talk about, some we just want to recognize as we did an LCS week. I don't know where we're going to start, but we have 2-0 for CLG, TSM, and C9. 0-2 starts for Dig and TL.
Yes.
What clips should we start with? Do you want to start with the good or the bad?
Well, we got TL 0-2, and we got a bad TL clip.
Okay, let's start with the TL clip. We'll just get this out of the way. Sorry, APA. TL, love you, but FlyQuest is really good. And also, other game, we feel like Jan and Harry, being a rookie, I think they're playing fights a little bit too fast. And this was a clip where it was an example of each. Jan got caught early, and Harry went in to kind of protect Jan, and they both got chunked pretty bad. Jan didn't get chunked, but he was like his culling got canceled, and he had to like flash out and everything. Josh, as our resident TL fan,
It took me way too long to figure out which team was which. Watching this clip,
okay,
I'll be honest.
That gnarled is
Manny, if you could roll it from the start again.
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
So watch Jan. Like,
Oh, he's so far.
yeah.
forward.
We face checked Ashhold.
Oh, he has a flash as well.
Yep. Yeah.
Flash dash.
And then Harry kind of had to go in to save him, and like he had to burn everything out. So this is something that I recognized a little bit with TLA, and we kind of chalked it up to like, hey, this team's 29-7, so maybe when they play fights too fast, it's just because they're used to winning all the time.
Yep.
But this was an example where this fight was played too fast by the two
Yeah.
carries of TL, and it really hurt.
Yeah. 3 flashes off of someone's ult though
Yeah, I mean, but again, like,
is what it is.
yeah. So this is something that we're going to have to look out for with TL and Harry and Jan. We have a lot of faith in these guys, especially like in lane, but they're going to have to learn how to sweat on fights a little bit at the next level. So not the worst thing in the world, but any other
Yeah.
thoughts?
No. I mean, we will see this team. They look a little bit lost, I think.
They're laning really
100%.
well. That's good.
They are laning well.
But I expected that from both of them.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we will see where they kind of go from here. I expect this team to kind of be middle of the pack towards the end.
I had them ranked 5th,
I had them somewhere 4 through 6. They were in that second tier.
and it was mostly actually because Pioshik's never played around a top-centric top laner. He's always played to bot. And I don't know if Summit can play without help top, because he was 0-4 in that game.
True.
He was like, the game went south, so he did kind of have to throw his life away a couple times, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
see.
Up next, we've got, I know there's an IMT clip that's actually a little bit of the bad.
It's coming.
Okay, so this clip, you can't really see because the crab's covering the minimap, but a Blaze Olive is going to TP top, and they're going to swap their solo lane assignments here, APA.
Oh, I was
Yeah, we're making an adjustment. There's the
PTB's
mini-map.
top.
Thank you.
And
Oh
then
my
he runs
god.
the ball in, you mean?
Producer Manny is OP. No, so see, Revenge just based, and he's walking bot, and ABO TP's top.
Okay.
So TSM, because of this, they get to pick the lane assignment, especially because they just opened up a kill mid.
Yeah.
And so there's a death mid for IMT. IMT has a 4K gold lead in this clip, by the way. Well, at the start of this clip. And then Cassante is going to TP later, very soon here. ABO is going to cancel it, and he dies. And I think that swapping to get Silas into Cassante was dumb from IMT. I did not agree with their line assignment here. Because Solo's going to TP like after.
Cassante slam Silas.
Yes. So
I think Fiora, Revenge is probably calling in game that he can break bot turret.
yes.
That's generally what he's probably basing it off of. Like he probably said to
Yeah.
plays Olive, I can go break bot turret.
Oh my God, ABO, what the hell?
No,
is
so
that?
he canceled the TP.
Yeah, so there's a TP coming from Solo, and so ABO goes in to cancel it, but he went
Then he dies.
way too far forward.
And so now Cassante's back in the game.
All he had to do was just hit him with second E,
Yeah,
and then you just try to get out.
So it was like a death mid.
That's still so scary.
They swapped
though.
lane
That's your
assignments,
escape.
and I do get it, so I get that bot outer. But they swapped lane assignments. They died mid, and then they overextended for the bot outer when they still had a member dead or not on map, and then they overextended the cancel TP. So IMT is like that's not like a seesaw map play,
yeah,
and it was kind of tough.
I mean the Solo's egregious, but the most egregious one is literally the second dragon fight where they chunk TSM, they chunk Boogie, and they force him through a corridor. All you have to do in Immortals in that instance is to not ego and then just take the free dragon. But they ego checked and they went through the corridor, and then Maple laid down Talia E, and then all of them want to dash forward, and so they just literally got fucked. And so
Yeah.
they threw away the 4K gold lead, and then it went down to, I think at that point, 2,000, because there's like 2 shutdowns in there, and then they got the second dragon. So now there's no longer this dragon pressure of mounting 2 dragons back to back on.
But high key, by the way, Maple had a really good week 1. He played
yeah.
very well.
No, and this is not to take anything away from TSM.
No, but it was a throw. It was a throw from IMT. They were
Yeah.
up 4K gold.
Yeah. And because there's actually some clear strengths that TSM did play upon. I think Neo overperformed based on expectations that we had for him. And Neo has a huge chip to play with, considering that against when he was on Dignitas, and Dignitas was the worst performing LCS team in the league, he got bumped down to Academy, and then he got offed by Dig to, it's like, okay, well, I want an LCS team, and TSM picked him up, and I was kind of very clear that, like, if you get picked up by TSM, pray and hope that you individually perform so you can get off the org until they can salvage the dumpster fire that is their media and their brand right now. So, but props to Neo for having a really good game. Props to Maple for having a really good week.
Maple died once the whole 2 days.
Let's go.
Mark, do you remember the wide shot that you told me the camera had a battery that wasn't going to run out? During
Yeah.
the span of 2 hours? It's run out.
Oh,
Based. All right. Well, that's a sign that we should probably keep things moving.
to know.
Yeah. We have another clip going. Or just keep on throwing the clips at us, Manny. We can kind of talk over them and through them.
We have got.
We got one more segment for Ian, and then we got to try and wrap things up here pretty
Yeah,
soon.
we got a. Let me see, Mark. Is there another battery that you can
Nope.
change in that?
Based. All right. We're just gonna split cams for the rest of the time.
I hate you.
I hate you.
All right, we got.
I think that's the battery I'm using.
Hang on.
No, you can
That's
take
the
it.
same
I
clip
thought it
we
was
just-
mine.
It is the same clip. Do you want to go to the next one?
Yes. Why is the Prince one? There we go.
Oh, okay. So I pulled a Prince clip and a Vickle clip.
That is your ulti.
No. Okay, watch how Prince plays this. So he hits the Ez ult.
This is a good play.
They're gonna make a play on him. Watch him find Varus with this Q. He finds the W empowered Q, and then he just one shots Lulu.
Bro, he's landing everything, by the way.
Yes, this guy. So I pulled a clip for each Prince and Vikla because I had him in LCK last split, and I think these guys are fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Literally, the only stuff that he missed is because his teammates threw spells and it didn't
the
come.
Maokai Cube knocked him out.
But the fact that he found the chunk, he just soloed the bot lane of Dig in the mid plays as real.
While he's playing safe.
Yes, it was actually like he's fucking insane to
That was
this
really
game.
well played.
Yeah, and then there's another Vickle clip that we're gonna queue up here that's ridiculous in the same game.
There it is.
So Vikla is getting chased here. So first off, he connects this, which kind of allows him to get out. So he, like, it's so good. Like him going, he created so much space and he went golden. The Q from spawn was mistimed, but him going back in here is just insane. Also, watch him throw the E, just in case Akali E'd back at the last second, so we'd catch it. Now he's going to base and TP behind Dig, and they're going to clean everything up.
Wait, TB's behind them?
Yes.
You can barely see it on the corner of the mini.
But he TP'd like behind the inner turret here, and then he just like one taps him through the turret.
Wow.
Vikla, Silas is a champ he's good at. I think his best champ's Ari. Every LCK Silas was insane last split. But that was a crazy play from Vikla to create space.
The stopwatch into the back, Zonia's by teleport, and then Zonia's in the next play.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, yeah, he had stopwatch that
That's
bought
brutal.
Zanya's. So it was, again, like, kind of fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's well played.
Yeah.
That's a good catch. I didn't even notice that.
Do we have any other clips
That was
for
the last
LCS?
clip.
Excellent. LCS clips. Anything else you guys want to share about LCS? Surprise week 1. CLG 2-0. We didn't talk about them. Contracts played really good.
Contracts is playing good.
Okay. Remember when we did tier lists this past week before LCS?
Your hot take was CLG was top 3.
Yeah, my hot take was CLG.
My hot take was Contracts going to be an all-pro jungler.
My hot take was Dig was going to crash and burn.
Yes, it was. Manny's just over here living being a hater. He lost 1 camera battery and now he's turned to the dark side. Thoughts, Manny?
Yeah, I think I'm turning to the dark side. You guys are like, oh, just crosscut for the rest of the episode. Oh my god.
No worries. No worries.
By the way, if you want to see crosscuts, watch this on YouTube. It's the best way to consume. And also, you're going to have to watch on YouTube to get our next segment, our last one of the day. APA, you mentioned pocket picks earlier.
Yes.
You are known for some pocket picks.
Quite a few.
Quite a few, correct. We decided to form quite a few of them, as in 5. And we have the 10 LCS mid laners. And you're going to have to put their faces at who is most likely to pull out your pocket pick.
Oh.
So we've got some good ones here for you.
So, Dplex for all of them.
I can't do that.
Okay, actually, I think the best one for him is probably Cho'Gath.
It's Kled.
Oh, it's Kled?
It's Kled.
Okay, it's Kled?
I've actually known of him
Yeah.
when he was in Europe.
Because I know that he still is like playing Cho'Gath right now.
I have no clue.
Yeah.
I faced this guy a lot in solo queue.
Yeah?
We've talked a little bit.
Okay.
But like, I think collectively in solo queue, we like played like 20 or so unique gems versus each other.
Okay.
Hang on, should I make him Kled or Scarl?
Ooh.
Kled, for sure.
Kled? Okay, he gets the Kled. We still have 5 champs. You know, the faces can go on anyone.
Okay.
Whatever they're the most likely to pull out here.
I think Jensen and Bjergsen for ASOL.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure they've actually like played that.
It was meta back in like
Long time ago.
what was
Yeah.
it, season 6 or season 7 Worlds? I think it was season 6 or season 7 Worlds. It was meta.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wait. Who's greater, Beard?
I think it was season 6 because that was the COG with Hui.
Who do I put on Aurelion Soul's head? And
I don't
Aurelion's arm?
recall.
You can put them both
honestly.
in his hands.
I mean,
I-
when does the ASOL rework come out?
Next patch, actually, I think.
Next patch.
Yeah, how much? Actually, how much are you gonna pay Riot to have a legacy patch client where you can just play old ASOL?
I mean, I think it was released on PBA like yesterday or something, apparently.
So you've actually talked a little bit with Riot or the designers about this, right? Can you like go into that a bit? You can just say that like you chatted with them. I'm spoiling it now, but I think it's
I
interesting.
chatted with them a little bit,
Yeah.
but I think they went a completely different direction
Okay.
than what our conversation was
Okay.
about.
Okay. I mean, it is good though. Like they talk to you about it. I think
Yeah.
that's really healthy. So that's
In the
good.
very early stages, he talked to me a lot about it.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, they went a different direction, but, you know,
Yeah.
it's their job. They worked very hard on it, I'm assuming so.
Yeah. No, I think the Riot's for the most part, it's actually done really well with the champion reworks. So I'm hoping. I love ASOL because I think he has a very unique skill, which is movement. Like the way you have to move in that champ is so unique, and I actually think it's a good champ for people to pick up because it does teach you like how to move.
Yeah.
It does. You always have to think about how you're moving on that champ, which I really enjoy. But yeah.
I think Harry for Ziggs.
Oh, you're training them? Is he at the APA dojo right now?
I've played it a lot versus him.
Okay.
And I've been,
Spreading your propaganda.
yes,
Yes,
spreading
okay.
propaganda to him.
Okay, I like this.
For the rest, it's so hard.
Yeah, but that's fine. You're just gonna have to guess / fill in some of the blanks. You can have dumb reasoning too. That's part of the fun.
I'm pretty sure I remember facing a Blaze all of Nico, so him for Nico.
Okay. ABO does play some wild stuff in YOLO queue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would put Jojo Pune on Kled because just the way he plays.
Yeah.
fits Kled.
That
Very much.
He's a Scarl for sure.
Scarl.
If
Yeah.
he's playing Singed mid, he can definitely rat shit some of this out. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, okay. Hold on. You got to put Maple on ASOL because Chai used to be an ASOL player.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes
Maple
sense.
also had
Hong
that
Kong
really
Alliance.
gigantic Aurelion Soul queue at the 2016 World Championship.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Actually,
so
that was
he gets
sick.
to be Aurelion
That's right. He
Soul's
also
head.
gets to be.
He's carrying them.
So if you are an old mid laner, you are Aurelian's soul. What does this say about APA as a player?
He's not as old as you.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Coming in hot.
I would put Palafox and Cho'Gath because of actually, it's a similar thing to Harry, where in solo
Yeah.
queue, I've played against him on
This
Cho'Gath
is
mid.
really cursed Palafox's head on Choke.
The others are totally fine though.
So far, these are all like spot on.
I have no clue where to put the other two. It's like, because
So we have Vikla and
Yeah.
Gory left.
yeah, I like know so little about them.
I feel like Victor's a neat.
Vikla is a bit of a surfer when it comes to the champs he likes to play, I will say. I think his surfer, like Talia. I think his Talia is good.
Well, if
He's a
surfer,
good Ari.
it's
He's a good
gonna
Ari
be
player.
fun. That fits like the.
But he's young.
Ruin the aesthetic.
Yeah, I kind of like the fact that Ace Souls.
I
has
feel
all
like he's
the-
a Nico player.
Vikla?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think he's gonna.
Okay,
play
hang
any
on.
of
Gory, Gory for sure. This guy's a Corki player, so put Gory on Ziggs. If you're a Corki player, you're gonna enjoy Ziggs.
Yeah, he's the little.
Oh no.
I got him as the bomb in his hand right now.
I have no clue.
Harry just throwing Gory around
Where to
just like
put
real
him.
life.
I honestly have no clue.
Just pick one. Have fun with it. Who knows?
I think he's younger, right?
Also, hold on. I think we swapped Gory and Vikla here. Vikla's got the glasses. Gory's the one with the bomb.
I thought you told me to put Gory on Ziggs.
Nope. Oh wait, no. You're correct. Yeah, Gory's the dirty farmer. Yeah. He's the Corki, the Kakarina Bobo player.
Honestly, put Vikla on Kled.
Huge. Let's
Yeah.
do it. Yeah, he's
I
Talia
think
Ari.
A lot of the younger players play very aggressive,
Yeah.
and to me, Kled is the most aggressive champ out of these five.
Yep.
Yeah.
What you need to do, Manny, is move the camera to the other corner. We just get APA and give a big thumbs up to the camera. That's a screen grab.
All right, yeah. Stage it, set it up. You're ready. It's in position. That's going straight.
Oh wait, yeah, we threw it to scare the cat.
That way.
Oh, I see it.
We threw it to scare the cat.
I don't know where it went.
It's on the.
We need
If you stand at the.
we need Kangas to fish stuff for us because no one can see him in the morph suit. Oh, nice grab.
Can we key
Athlete.
something over him in the YouTube upload? Like
Maybe. Yeah. All right. Thumbs up. Yeah. All right. Here we go. That's the screen grab. So
that's our thumbnail.
the LCS mid laner is most likely to play APA's pocket picks. All right. I gotta say, Ian, APA, that's all we've got for you. Kangas, thanks for the guest appearance.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. But guys, this has been
Just came for the pizza.
True.
yeah, that's true. This has been episode 2.
Pizza was very good.
The pizza, we got better pizza from the other place, I'd say.
This
Well,
was
so
fine.
okay. Do you want this to be a recurring bit that we always get pizza before the podcast?
No.
No.
Yeah.
I want to get food, the food that the guest wants.
Oh, okay.
APA hasn't had pizza since he's been here.
All right.
Yeah.
That's fair. Anyway, so the first week that we had pizza, it was from this place that was highly recommended, like on a bunch of review sites, but it was New York style pizza.
It was good. It was legit.
It
yeah.
was really good. It was really good. But Josh had a request, try to get pizza that has more a doughy crust.
Yeah.
So-
the pan pizzas.
Yeah, and so I was trying to find
That looks very judgmentally in.
I was trying to find like a pan pizza or something that was just like super thick crust. This place lied to me. Basically, it was still good pizza, but I think it was thinner than what I had.
Wait, was that their pan pizza?
No, they did. But I did one of those things where I just said thick crust pizza, and then it just pulled up a bunch of like places, and I was like, all right, well, I'm running out of time because
Yeah, no, the key is you got to look up pan crust pizza.
yeah.
Yeah, pan pizza, not thick crust.
Yeah, the only other place
You
I
said pan. I
saw
thought deep dish,
is
man.
there-
My Chicago brand was bad there.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, not quite.
So the only thing
That's
I
also
could
good,
like
though.
find that was specific to what maybe you were looking for, Josh, is Detroit style pizza, but they do.
Close, yeah.
Yeah, it's close. It's not the exact same thing, but because they do like the rectangle like
Yeah.
style pizza, but it is like
Yeah, I mean, if we want to get that kind of stuff, we should go find Sicilian style pizza. Sicilian style pizza is the bomb, dude.
oh okay. Well, I could have also looked up Sicilian
Yeah.
style pizza.
Am I the only guy that it's about the toppings, not the crust?
Weirdo.
What?
Both.
I mean, you can. The
Crust-
thing is,
crust
you can put the
matters more.
same kind of toppings on any kind of different pizza. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, the crust matters a lot. It's part of why like I'm a huge Little Caesars apologist because like their crust, yeah, like their crust is
We're
for
defending $5
$5 is so good.
All right, this is where I draw the line.
The seasoning is great.
Yeah, like their toppings are like not great. Their cheese is not good, but they have really good crust.
You know what is
Yeah.
good? Their cheesy bread. Little Caesars cheesy bread.
The absolute
Last time I had
silence.
Little Caesars was when I was like 10.
It's so
Little Caesars was a
It's
big part
hot
it was a big
bread.
part of my college experience.
the thing is like if you just don't want to cook and you're feeling super lazy, you can spend $10 and feed yourself for 4 days.
And you feel like shit,
Yeah, you feel like shit,
but
it's like
it
pizza.
is a economically efficient strategy. All right, guys, this has been episode 2. Kangas, thanks for the guest appearance. Raafaa, Josh, thanks for joining. APA, we're gonna let you give any closing thoughts. Also, can we give a quick shout out to Manny on helping us prep all the bits? Hopefully you had some fun.
guys.
Yeah, hopefully you had some fun, Ian. You know, we're trying to
it was
plan
very
some fun stuff for you. Any closing thoughts that you'd like to give, or any thank yous or shout outs to sponsors that work with you and TL?
No closing thoughts, but shout out to Honda, the other TL sponsors like
Alienware.
Alienware, Monster. I can't think of the rest. Sorry.
Secret
And
weapons?
shout out to the TL fans, and then shout out to my parents.
Let's go, Stacy.
APA
Yeah, that's a
parents.
good way to end. Also, you know, Manny, I feel like there might have been one thing we missed. You asked for photos of us from 2015.
Oh, that's a good point. So
We could close with this.
Yeah,
I gave you a
let's-
lot of options.
Let's end with this. So one of the things that I noticed, right? They asked like, when was the last time Cloud9, TSM, and CLG were tied for first? And the answer is never. But the best answer is 2015 spring week 9, which was this. If you don't remember,
Oh my
I
god.
remember this.
Cloud9 CLG
Winter
tied.
Fox.
Poor
last
Team
day.
Coast.
Team Impulse.
So
Gravity.
Cloud9 and CLG tied on the last day, and then Sneaky pulled out Draven in the tiebreaker.
Oh, he was known for Draven back
Yeah,
then too.
and that was how they got second. So that's the closest I've ever found.
Teammate
for a
was the
three-way
shit, by
tie.
the way.
But there is then the question of where were we in 2015?
Yes.
So I asked the guys for some photos. And I've done this. I was 15 years old. I don't know about everybody else, but there we go.
2015.
That is
8
me
years
at
ago?
my high school graduation party where we all wore stuff that the colleges we were going to, and the two guys in that photo are both married, and I'm here.
Married to League of Legends.
Josh, you want to explain what you're doing?
Married to the game.
Yeah, can we just double check on how old everybody was in this photo?
15.
18.
Mark,
20.
20.
Dude,
I was also 20 in this photo.
I have a
So
white belt on, and I look like a golfer.
I love whatever is in your pocket. It is very red.
You know, I think it was like paper that we were given or something. I don't know. It wasn't a wallet. That's cringe as shit. I've always had a leather wallet.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So first off, that's a Yasuo t-shirt. Yeah. Secondly, so the big pink thing that you see in the background is what is now called Mopop, the Museum of Pop Culture, but used to be the Experience Music Project in Seattle. It's a very famous museum that always has great things from like Star Wars, major movies, and like huge music artists. They have they had a really cool Slash exhibit for a long time. But this is right outside of it in what's called Seattle Center, and this is a part of a giant rope playground that's probably like 50 feet tall, and it's shaped like a pirate ship. And so this is me in the bow of the pirate ship pretending to be a mermaid.
And somehow Manny's also on a pirate ship.
Let's go.
I was on an actual ship. This was in 2015. I think this was in New Hampshire or Rhode Island. No, it's not New Hampshire because that's landlocked. It was in Rhode Island. And we were on vacation, and my family were like, "Hey, do you want to take like a trip on a boat?" And I was like, "No, but I'll do it. It sounds cool." Like I wasn't like, I love boats, but it was really fun.
I gotta say, Raafaa, it looks like you just saw boobs for the first time. The way you're reacting.
That wouldn't happen for a couple more years.
So
What's going on in your photo, Raafaa? There's a
when
car
Manny
behind
asked
you.
me, do you have any photos of yourself from 2015? And I was like, no. Like I went back through. I was still using Facebook at the time, and I went back, but I was like, wow, I just didn't take really any pictures. This was one of the few, but I didn't have any of where, like, I was anywhere significant. I think I just took this outside my garage, and I just thought it would be funny to do the pog face.
It was
So honestly, this is actually the first Raafaa pog face I've ever made.
It's come a long way. That's what we'll say.
Yeah.
And we did have a picture of Ian wrestling before, so that was kind of that
That's
2015.
fair.
2015-ish.
All right, I think that's a good note to wrap it up on.
I will ask Manny. Did you
hold
put
on.
the bonus photo that I sent you?
I did not.
Oh no! All right, that's a post-podcast piece of material, but it's getting late. I do want to get Ian out of here. Ian, thanks again for joining us, man. First guest. It's
fuck outta here.
been a pleasure having you here. Congrats on making it the Challengers, and you guys are doing well this year. So best of luck. We'll hopefully see you in top 4 and maybe beyond that.
Yeah.
All right. With that being said, that's been Raising NA episode 2. Thank you so much for joining us. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, Twitch, and YouTube again. Twitch and YouTube are definitely the best places to catch the podcast, as we have visuals like this guy that help us throughout. So
He's not real. He's a visual effect.
and with that said, please, yeah, we'll work on that next time. Please follow, especially APA at Always Plan Ahead, LOL on Twitter, along with the rest of the crew, Manny, Joshi TV, Raafaa Cast, Kangas Cast, and Manny's is M_Sanchez_TV as well on Twitter. With that said, Raising NA episode 2, we are out. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you next week.
Paka, paka, paka.